There are a lot of things you'd probably like to leave behind in 2020. One of the most important being your old underwear drawer. If you're rolling into the new year with the same bunching, chafing, and uncomfortable underwear, then you've got to check out Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is an essential piece of my new daily routine. These Mack Weldon underwear are so comfortable that if it comes time to change them and I don't have a new clean pair of Mack Weldon undies, I might not wear underwear at all. From socks, shirts, and hoodies to underwear, polos, or active shorts, Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit. Whether you're working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. Their wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. And Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's totally free loyalty program, gets you free shipping for life. If you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and Mack Weldon will refund you, no questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, PEASANTS, promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the extremely wholesome and definitely advertiser-friendly Sweet Boy Special, also known, a.k.a. known as DP, episode 831. Welcome, everybody. Welcome one, welcome all. I don't remember the last time a DP has happened on a Sunday. I like a regular episode, I can't remember one. So welcome to all of you. There might be some of you who watch the show that never get to catch us live. If you're one of those people that's like, you know, damn, I never get to watch them live and give them donos to read on the air. Tonight is your lucky night, and we need your help to get at least 33% of our goal, because we're streaming today, tomorrow, and the day after. We're doing all three of the episodes for this week, back to back to back, and our only regular day is Tuesday, which is the day we need to meet the goal on. Just throwing that out there so that you guys are aware. If you could help us meet the goal, it'd be great. You throw us $2. At the end of each segment, we'll read, you know, the questions and comments that you send to us. And if you don't have money, it's cool. We invite you to at least like the stream. That's free, and that helps. That helps support us, and it costs you nothing.
This week is crunch time all the time.
All the
time. And for those of you that are watching this pre-recorded, because you had Sunday church, it's okay. We forgive you. It's more than God would have done.
I don't. Most people have Sunday church in the morning, though, right?
I don't know church.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
no idea how it
Most
works.
church happens in the morning, so they would be out of church by now.
You learn something.
That's no
every day.
excuse. It's no excuse.
You learn
Our sponsor, Mack Weldon. Our sponsor, Mack Weldon, provided me with this mugshot. I mean, clothing.
You look really good in this, Ben.
You know, I know.
You look like you just got a promotion.
I did. I was promoted to head waiter.
And then you got those cool flip flops on down there.
They're actually just socks. They're like socks that don't go up to your ankles, like your shoes are supposed to hide them. I have a few pairs of those. Everything I'm wearing in this picture is Mack Weldon. If you guys want to check out the clothing, there were people that just kind of ignored Mack Weldon as our sponsor until I actually posted pictures of what the clothing looks like and mentioned to everyone that they can get 20% off their order if they use our link. So now I'm saying that. So if you could do that, that would be great. Oh, and also support our show by downloading the audio versions of our show. And a lot of people have been doing that. So that's why I'm going to keep saying it. Go to iTunes, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Stitcher, go to Spotify, even SiriusXM. If you're a subscriber of SiriusXM and you use their app on your phone, you can look up Drunken Peasants. We're on there too. We're not hired by Sirius, but our show is on their app. So
For those of you that don't want to look at me, the audio version is perfect. And for those of you that really like looking at me, you can listen to me on the audio version and imagine me even better.
yeah.
Think about that.
Yes. We have the return of a segment we haven't done in a while tonight, too. It's going to be great. So, like the stream, we're going to get into this pretty soon here. If you didn't watch our episode last night, you should give it a watch maybe after this episode's over. It was pretty great. So, check that out. Also, our Patreon private show, the last one we did, we're getting good feedback. We watched a lot of deleted movie scenes, most of which I have never seen, some of which from movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, there was a few that like maybe you kind of want to go back and watch the movie.
Yeah.
Was it Christian Slater in one of them? That
It was a really bad 90s movie directed by Tarantino.
No, it was written by Tarantino.
Or
It wasn't even directed by
yes,
him.
written.
I can't remember the name of it right now. It's terrible.
It looked awful. It looked
Everybody
like
says it was great.
sensationalistically like violent, like over the top violent, where like everyone's shooting everyone else and people are dying and shooting each other, and it's just like everyone's just like getting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It is what it is.
It was a fun one.
Yeah, it's a good one. So check that out if you're not a patron. Or
True
if you're a
Romance.
patron.
That's what it was,
True
yeah.
Romance. True Romance. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So if you're a patron, check it out. If you're not, sign up. Link in the description. So we're gonna do this segment that we haven't done in a while. Here it is. I have two of them.
Ooh.
Here's the first one.
Onision. I watched your video today on Onision Speaks, where you said that the haters want to make sweet love to you. You said that the haters want to part your tight, firm, and supple anus cheeks like Moses parted the Red Sea. That's what you said. You said they get physically aroused when they view your long, flowing locks of hair sparkling in the moonlight. You said all the blood in their outer extremities redirects itself to their crotchal situation down there and then inflates like
crotchal situation. That's a new term
Is
for
this
me.
a fan of ours?
I don't know. I don't know who this is.
water balloon so its thighs could pass it back and forth like they're playing a game of hot potato. That's what you said. Onision, if you think that I want to make sweet butt sex to you, you are absolutely right. I do want to make sweet butt sex to you, and we're going to do it right now. Yes.
You gonna call it yet?
Should I call it? I want to make you watch this. I want to make
Onision.
everybody watch this.
That was a beautiful, romantic
This
long
guy's voice is part
kiss
robot.
you and I just shared. I know you wanted that. That's why you made today's video. You were talking directly to me. And we
It's
are
gotta
gonna
be a
make
troll,
sweet
right?
butt sex right now.
It's got to be a troll.
Angry butt sex. I'm talking about the kind of butt sex that only takes place in prison.
A lot of people don't know this.
Onision, in
This is
exchange for a pack
creamsicle.
of cigarettes. That's what I'm gonna hurt your anus, Onision. You are going to need emergency surgery when I'm done with you.
Does this guy have
Onision.
kids? Like, is this?
That's what you're gonna
There's a lot of
need.
kid stuff in the background
Oh,
there.
yeah, they
There's
call
Dora.
me Cockzilla, the Lady Thriller.
I hope
They
his
call
kids are
me
at school right now.
Cockosaurus Rex, the Sultan of Sex. They call me Long Dog
Why does he have
Silver,
white,
the
crusty
Poontang
stuff on his
Pirate.
shirt
And
down
we
here?
I think
are
we know
going to
why.
make sweet, epic love.
He's
right
surprisingly
now.
muscular, though. Oh
Is it
no!
a surprise?
What we're gonna do.
Is it a surprise?
Yeah,
Ready, Oni?
I didn't
Get
expect him
ready,
to be
Onision,
that.
'cause
I
I
didn't
know
expect
you
him to be
live in Los
that ripped. You know, like he's got some. Look at his legs. Actually, dude's got good muscle definition.
Onision and him are gonna have sex
Onision
soon.
would be lucky to get butt sexed by this guy.
Hours north, and I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
In you?
Today, I'm about to get in my
Oh
car.
no! There is! Oh no! 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 There is a pee spot!
I hope it's
There's
pee.
a pee spot! No! No! No!
This segment's no longer troll or not a troll. It's P or
Oh
pre.
no!
There goes our
That's
sweet boy.
right.
It could be pre. It could be pre, and it doesn't. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be P.
Yeah, it's
P or
pre.
is this P? Fuck troll
P
or not
or
a troll.
pre?
P or pre.
P or pre.
I'm gonna go with P for my own benefit, for my own mental health. I'm gonna say P. I'm gonna
No,
say trickle.
this is extremely wholesome and definitely advertiser friendly.
Hit the freeway.
Those are not
drive
Mac Weldon,
4
by the
hours
way.
Straight.
Nope. Mac Weldon is made of such a fine quality that you wouldn't even see a P or a pre stain. Okay,
And we've tested this.
of course.
When I get there, it's gonna be 4 hours of bicep.
Mac Weldon tests it in their laboratory that they have over at the Mac Weldon headquarters.
The
place.
facilities.
Yeah.
Actual driving, because we're gonna make sweet love like you have never had with Shiloh. Boom.
I can believe that. I bet you this guy's a better lover than Shiloh.
He's a caring nurturer.
He seems to be nurturing.
Yeah.
He seems to be robotically autistic.
Troll?
It's got to be. Oh man, I don't know.
Do you think he?
Up until the P or pre segment, I was sure it was a troll.
Do you think like he noticed that was down there and he just didn't care, or do you think like
I mean, he didn't notice. But
maybe till this day he never noticed?
that level of excitement where you piddle or more, you can't really troll that, can you? Like that's a piddle amount. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say troll for my own benefit. I'm gonna say troll.
All right. Yeah, I'll say troll too. Here it is.
Yeah, exactly. The pre tells me it's not a troll.
Huh.
Up until the pre, I was like,
Was it pre or P?
man, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. If it was piddle, even piddle, like to get that excited, you piddle. Even if you started out as a troll, that you worked yourself into a shoot, brother. That's bad.
Ugh.
The wife says if it's pre, then not a troll.
If your doctor wife says that it's a pre and not a P.
Oh God.
Well, good evening, TikTok people. This is Hillbilly. Trump said he's going to be a peaceful switchover on the 20th, but I don't see Biden taking it. Y'all get y'all's flag.
Oh shit, that's
Y'all
all.
get y'all's flags.
Yeah, you know what? This shouldn't even be on troll or not a troll. I did not screen this one thoroughly. The last one was good, but no, I I disqualify this from troll or not a troll.
DQ.
Yep, DQ. I don't have a graphic for that, but DQ'd.
Dong, dong, dong.
So we are 1.5% towards our goal. So just a reminder, if you throw us a couple bucks, I would like to at least get to 33.33% so that we can, meet the goal. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
We're doing today, tomorrow, and Tuesday for this entire week. You're getting an entire week crammed in just a couple of days. It's very special.
Yeah. I guess we'll do news first. So here's DP Action News intro.
Do we have a good amount?
It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Better well learn to love it. Do we have a good amount of Capitol building fallout stuff? That's my favorite thing right now.
I mean, no, I'm trying to... I have a little bit of stuff. I'm trying to avoid the footage of it since that's, toxic to YouTube. So...
I just like the reports of, what's happening to all the people. You like at the end of Sandlot?
I don't have a lot of it because that's a forbidden topic here. So if we want to stream on YouTube and get ad revenue, then you can't even talk about it.
It's terrible.
Yep. You can't talk about one of the biggest events in recent history.
It's terrible.
Yep. So instead of that, I've got here's a funny news clip. This is actually pretty great.
Some scary moments for customers at a Kansas Home Depot. Police responded to reports of a bomb threat at the store in Wichita. A customer alerted employees. A man inside the bathroom said there was a bomb in the building. Police were able to locate the man responsible for those comments, and that man told police.
Okay. I just want to point out, what the fuck news channel or TV station is going to pick KY as their...
Have you been to Wichita?
I've driven through it.
He warned other guests to leave the restroom because he was, quote, fixing to blow it up, but had no intention of causing a panic. Man also told police others in the room laughed, understanding his joke, which I'm just now getting. Home Depot says they will not be pressing charges. But I can tell you right now, you asked the producer for me to read that, didn't you? To Ethan now, please.
No.
You rascal, Ethan. You rascal. You done did it again, Ethan.
We're going to get it. We're going to get it.
You rascal. Missed your calling, Ethan.
Right, we can do this.
You should have been doing the weekend update in New York City.
No, these people look like they could only get a job in TV news in Kansas. So,
or you could be a cast member on The State or
turning now to an impassioned
what's the one
plea
you like?
In a string
the brain
of
candy guys.
Police are searching for several thieves believed to have
he
stolen.
looks like Michael Ian Black's dad or whatever.
A 400-year-old bonsai
that
tree.
was The State.
Yeah.
The missing tree, seen here, stands about 3 feet tall and 2.5 feet wide.
They can't stop laughing about the guy who said he was going to blow up a bathroom, and some stupid people took it as a bomb threat when most people knew what he meant, that he was going to take a monster dump.
Yeah, that's the obvious part of this.
Right.
The part we're missing now is that there's a 400-year-old tree stolen in Tokyo, Japan, and that made the Wichita news?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Slow news day in Wichita.
What's going on in Wichita?
Nothing.
Some guy blew up the bathroom. That was news at 4. And then a 400-year-old tree was stolen in Japan, and that made the news?
Yeah.
This is nuts.
There's nothing going on in Wichita. Now we're going to take it to our wind combine cam. Because here they have these cameras on the local news all over the city, and it's cool. It's like the Puget Sound, and you can see the ferries coming in and out, or it's the mountains, or Snoqualmie Falls, or that kind of stuff. But there, here's Farmer Jones' cornfield.
One of their cams is actually the the exit sign for Wichita, Kansas, and they just sit there, they play it, and they say, oh, another one made it out. Good for him. Good for him.
Well, I think it's good that there's a Kansas City in Missouri to get those Kansans that are afraid to leave their home state. It can trick them into thinking they're still in Kansas, but literally they're in Missouri.
Well, the actual truth is Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah, it's basically the same city.
The people there live in misery. The people in Kansas City, Missouri get to live in Missouri.
Yeah.
It's misery or Missouri. It's your choice.
Kansas City, Kansas is basically Kansas City, Missouri, just like with a state line dividing
Oh, it's
them.
literally, I've literally driven through it in it's a second. It's like one
too.
street. It's one road.
Multiple. I've driven across Kansas 3 total times in my life. It's awful.
Sounds like a waste.
Yeah,
it is. Of taxpayer money, man.
With more than 400 points and branches. It is oh man. It is green with a brownish curved trunk that tilts a bit to the side, as you
That's
can
what
see.
they said about the guy's turd at Home Depot, too.
The owners of the tree, 5th generation bonsai masters, would like to send a message
Shut up.
To the tree. Quote, are you at least getting enough water?
Stop.
End quote. The owners say they've raised this tree as their own child and they are desperate to have it home. It's estimated to be worth about $90,000.
I'll give you a break here.
Stop.
All right. Here's some actual news. This is crazy.
400-year-old tree was $90,000.
Regardless how you feel about Kyle Rittenhouse, like the whole issue, the whole incident that made him famous and infamous. He's 18, like newly 18 years old, and he's out drinking beer with the Proud Boys and doing Nazi salutes and shit. Oh my God! And I heard
doing this.
Yeah, and I heard I heard that it was like the kid from Silver Spoons that bailed him.
Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah, what the hell?
Good evening. We begin with those photos of accused Kenosha gunman Kyle Rittenhouse flashing so-called white power signs, drinking a beer, and hanging with the Proud Boys.
Rittenhouse is out on bond while he fights murder charges. Our Charlie DeMar.
This is the worst thing you can do when you're about to be charged with murder.
Good. I hope it goes against his case.
What a fucking idiot.
Legally,
you should be sitting at home, not drawing any attention to yourself at all, is what you should be doing.
Much love from a fellow Washingtonian.
Thank you.
Cheers, Miranda. Thank you.
I guess I just have too much common sense. If I was in his position, I'd be staying home, staying out of sight, not doing anything that could make the news and make me look worse to a jury.
I guess they were singing the Proud Boys song to him, too.
With how this might affect his bond going forward. Charlie.
Brad and Marie, court documents reveal that 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse last week went to a bar, had 3 beers in about 90 minutes.
He's not old enough to have beers either. That's another crazy thing.
It is legal where he's at for him to have beers. He was there with his mom.
None of that got the state's attention. It's actually pictures that he posed for while inside that bar that has prosecutors reconsidering Rittenhouse's bond.
You understand that, Mr. Rittenhouse?
This is the problem.
Shortly after a court hearing last week, Kyle Rittenhouse got rid of his tie and went straight to a Wisconsin bar with his mom. Out on $2 million bond, the 18-year-old was wearing a shirt that said "Free as F." New surveillance photos from inside the bar show that Rittenhouse posed for pictures. Court documents say, in these photographs, the defendant and other adult males flashed the OK sign, which has been co-opted as a sign of white power by known white supremacist groups. Documents go on to say the defendant was loudly serenaded by 5 of the adult males in his group with the song "Proud of Your Boy."
I'm pretty sure I've seen the alt-right creator of Kekistan use that symbol multiple times.
Did you see the Kekistani flags, the Capitol building too?
Yeah.
I was so sad.
An anthem of the far-right extremists, the Proud Boys. Rittenhouse is charged with homicide and attempted homicide for shooting 3 men during protest in Kenosha in August, killing 2. He and his attorneys claim the 18-year-old shot in self-defense. Millions of dollars have been donated
He was
towards
17 at the time,
defense.
not old enough to carry a gun in public.
Yeah, but he'll probably be charged as an adult. 17-year-olds get charged as adults all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Lynn Wood's Twitter, that doesn't exist anymore.
Ricky Schroeder. Holy shit. Like, why? I guess I don't know much about Ricky Schroeder's personal life at all.
I mean, what do you need to know? He was
child actor, but he didn't get into the drugs and shit. He just got into what, like conservatism?
Yeah, he had a silver spoon in his ass, and he continued to live that life the rest of his life.
A silver spoon in his ass.
Yeah, a little silver spoon up his ass, and now he's still got the little silver spoon. He wants to make silver spoons too. It's called Silver Bullets, starring Kyle Rittenhouse.
The bulk coming from those on the right.
Antifa's
Family of
werewolves.
one of Rittenhouse's victims shared concerns about militia groups celebrating him.
He has people out there that will help him, organizations of militia members that are raising money for his defense right now.
No drinking, no association with members of white supremacist groups, and no extremist hand gestures. Those just some of the changes prosecutors want to see made to the conditions of Rittenhouse's bond.
They want to see them made?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see? Can we go back to that pamphlet there, the bond or whatever? See that name on there? Honorable Bruce E. Schroeder presiding. Hold on. Ricky Schroeder bailed him out, and the judge's name is Bruce E. Schroeder?
Yeah.
Is any relation?
It's possible,
Any
but
relation?
unlikely. It's a pretty common name.
It's not that common. This is wild if there is a connection.
This is Bond. In Wisconsin, if you are under 21, you can still drink if a parent is with you. Rittenhouse was with his mom. According to those court documents, a date has yet to be set for that bond modification. We are live in the loop tonight. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News.
Schroeder is the 16th most common German surname. It's a very common name.
How many Schroders are there in the United States, you think?
Well, first of all, German is the most common ancestry of Americans, so I'd be willing to bet millions of people with the last name Schroeder in the United States.
I hope. I hope.
Yeah.
You guys, we need you to go search Ricky Schroeder's family tree for Judge Bruce Schroeder. I feel like this is a setup. Just another silver spoon in the ass of justice. Like his mom is a piece of trash? What, taking her son out to drink for being 18 and free out of jail? I know a lot of trashy moms that would do that. Now, the fact that he killed people and is on trial for
Schroeder
that is a little different.
Schroeder is an occupational name for a tailor or cutter of cloth. So, because a lot of surnames have to do with an occupation, like Smith or Fisher or whatever. Interesting, yeah.
I feel like we have to petition the court and have the judge removed.
I kind of think maybe that's something that would have been mentioned at some point.
Charlie, thank you.
I think I'm the only one to catch that.
I know. This sounds like something you'd come up with.
Just once again, using my powerful deductive reasoning. Republicans refuse to follow the rules. Days after the Capitol insurrection, metal detectors were installed just outside the House chamber, and some Republicans were enraged they had to endure security checks like everyone else who enters the Capitol building.
This attack didn't come from the inside. It came from the outside. And to respond by restricting members' Second Amendment rights in the very institution that is supposed to uphold those rights is appalling. Take note, America. This is what you have to look forward to in a Joe Biden administration.
In this rule, they say you have to walk on the House floor, you have to go through a metal detector. Member of the United States Congress walking on the floor to represent 750,000 people in our district.
Interview Representative Cori Bush condemned GOP lawmakers.
At McDonald's, you have to wear the uniform or you're not working today. You know, if you are, you know, wherever you are, when you're told this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do, or you're not working. And I don't know, maybe it's because I don't know, have they ever had a job before? If they won't abide by the simple things that this job calls for, then go find another one.
10 Republicans failed to go through the metal detectors and walked around them. While Capitol Police seem confused about what to do about the Republican rule breakers, since officers are not allowed to detain members on their way to the vote.
Interesting.
They're like, well, I guess we just got to let them walk through. Like, what a cunt. We can't just walk through a metal detector for the safety of everybody around us. It's okay to put everybody else under the pressure and scrutiny of giving up their small freedoms and sometimes large freedoms at the behest of the fucking laws you put into place, but you can't walk through a fucking metal detector at your place of work.
Jeez. Yeah, they don't want to follow the new security protocols. They're just resistant to any change. It's very strange. I don't know what this is. It's just titled "These Are Ridiculous People." Let's see what it is.
Well, and yes, 10 or so Republicans did this as well. We'll have more on that in a bit. Congresswoman, I understand, though, you have something pressing, something important, and something new you'd like to share with everybody.
Yes, I would like to announce on behalf of the American people, we have to make sure that our leaders are held accountable. We cannot have a president of the United States that is willing to abuse the power of the office of the presidency and be.
The funny thing is that she's talking about Biden, not Trump.
Easily bought off by foreign governments.
Trump owes a bunch of debt to foreign governments and foreign people.
Foreign Chinese energy companies, Ukrainian energy companies. So on January 21st, I will be filing articles of impeachment on Joe Biden.
Wow. Articles of impeachment on Joe Biden on his first full day as president.
She's going to try to impeach Biden on his first day. Nobody is going to vote. Well, not nobody, but dumb motherfuckers like her and the other QAnons in our federal government are going to vote for this. Most Republicans won't even take it seriously. Not on the first day. So I guess we'll see how this plays out.
I'm looking at.
We also have some articles I'm going to bring up here.
Trump allies have collected tens of thousands of dollars from pardon seekers. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Allies and associates of President Donald Trump have collected tens of thousands of dollars in fees from those seeking pardons from the president, the New York Times reported Sunday. The Times, citing documents and interviews with more than 36 lobbyists and lawyers, reported that lobbying for clemency intensified as it became apparent Trump had no standing to challenge his election loss to President-elect Joe Biden. Those who monetized the lobbying efforts include a former federal prosecutor, a former personal lawyer to the president, and a former top Trump campaign advisor, among others, the Times reported. As CNN previously reported, Trump has been expected to issue a flurry of pardons in the final days of his presidency, and close business associates of the president and many high-profile criminals have ramped up efforts to secure a pardon before he leaves office.
So I only really care about like Julian Assange and I'm drawing a blank right now. The guy that's in Russia. Snowden. Yeah. Like them. I don't want all of his criminal buddies to get pardons, but whatever. He'll do that. Maybe pardon everyone that's in. He won't do this, but this should happen. Everyone that's in prison for non-violent drug offenses, let them out.
That'd be cool. I think Martin Shkreli and Tiger King also should be released.
I mean, I don't know.
Just Snowden,
he was convicted.
Assange, all the nonviolent drug criminals, Tiger King and Martin Shkreli. Just let them out. Let him out. As of late December, Trump was considering pardons for more than 24 people in his orbit whom he believes were targeted or could be targeted in the future for political ends. That's in addition to hundreds of requests from others who have approached the White House directly and tens of thousands more whose petitions are pending at the Justice Department. According to the Times, former U.S. Attorney Brett Tolman has collected tens of thousands of dollars in recent weeks to seek clemency for several people. Tolman did not respond to the New York Times request for comment. CNN has also reached out to Tolman for comment.
I honestly don't necessarily. I mean, Joe Exotic, I think I don't agree with the fucking exotic cat trade in general. And there was enough evidence to convict him. He may very well have done it. So I don't think Tiger King needs a pardon. I don't see why Tiger King of all people would get a pardon. I don't know.
And former Trump campaign top advisor was paid $50,000 to secure a pardon for John Kiriakou, a former CIA intelligence officer who was convicted of illegally disclosing classified information in 2012 and agreed to a $50,000 bonus if the president granted it, according to a copy of an agreement obtained by the newspaper. Is this for real? Like, how is this legal? A top advisor was paid $50,000?
Yeah, selling pardons should be illegal. Like what?
It's not even. It's like I'll give him $50,000 to secure a pardon. If he doesn't secure the pardon, the guy keeps the $50,000, and if he does, he gets an extra $50,000.
Okay, so the former governor of Illinois, Rod Blagojevich, when Obama went when Obama got elected, his Senate seat was vacated, and Rod Blagojevich got to fill the seat. And it came out that he had accepted money in return for that Senate seat, so he went to prison. And actually, Trump did pardon him. Trump pardoned him. So I don't understand. How can you sell pardons? You shouldn't be able to sell anything that's like political like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts. Kiriakou said, according to the Times, that an associate of Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, claimed the former mayor of New York could help with a pardon request for $2 million. What? Giuliani rejected those claims of the Times. To the Times, CNN has reached out to Giuliani for comment Sunday. The White House did not respond to CNN's request for comment Sunday and declined to comment to the Times. Let's just remember, though, the entire legal fund for Trump to flip the voter fraud, that we had no proof of voter fraud, that entire fund people were paying into, half of it went to other expenses not related to the flipping the vote fraud as well, and that was public knowledge when you were making your donations to try and flip the presidency back from the stolen election that was advertised by Giuliani and Trump. It's all good. Scams.
Well, Giuliani's like, I don't even know if he's going to get paid anymore.
And Trump's not going to pay him for his legal fees. It's all scams. Scams on scams on scams. The White House did not respond to CNN's request for comment Sunday and declined to comment to the Times. The Times noted that there is nothing illegal about Trump associates being paid to lobby for clemency, and that any explicit offers of payment to the president could be investigated for possible violations of bribery laws. There's no evidence, however, that Trump was offered money in exchange for a pardon, according to the newspaper. Just Trump's friends. Following Trump's re-election loss, calls and emails flooded into the West Wing from people looking to benefit. At one point, his staff was so inundated with requests for pardons or commutations that a spreadsheet had been created to keep track of the requests directed to Trump's close aides. Trump has also discussed issuing pardons for himself and his children with new urgency since the attack on the U.S. Capitol on January 6. Multiple sources familiar with the matter told CNN. However, aides and allies are concerned over the public perception of such a pardon following the violent insurrection, which led to the deaths of 5 people.
I don't think Trump's concerned about public perception at all, really. I mean, he ignores the feedback, but he likes the attention, but ignores the fallout from it if he can. Sometimes he's forced to not ignore it. Man, I'll tell you what, like, is it... the right-wing trolls out there, there's always like at least one in our chat. Aren't you bored? Shouldn't you
love it.
Well, I mean, it's been so long. Like, you're doing the same thing. It's just kind of getting old now.
I mean, what else would they do?
I don't know. That's up to them to figure out.
There's nothing for them out there. This is all they have left.
Because, like, there's someone in there saying Biden is going to... Well, we're going to feel bad when Biden destroys America. It's like, America's already fucked up. I mean... We're almost at a point where the only direction we can go is up. So if we come out of this, I don't know if it's necessarily going to have that much to do with Biden. I think it'll just have a lot to do with not having Trump around. Because and also we're going to get on top of the virus, but everything's fucked now because of the virus. The virus has like fucked a lot of things right now. The economy and the overall public health and quality of life and everything.
Let's just hope that status quo is good for America, because I think Biden's going to bring us back to status quo. I think that's what the Biden presidency is going to ensure, that things will go back to the way they've been. No matter if we had Bush or Obama or Clinton or Bush or Reagan, we've kind of had a status quo pretty much since JFK had a reset button on his presidency. That's the nicest sweet boy way for me to say, without getting demonetized. They smashed that reset button. Who knows? But Trump has discussed issuing pardons for himself and his children. About that, do we still know if a president can pardon himself?
No, because no one's tried it. So Trump can try it, and we'll see if how the courts rule on it.
And if Trump gets impeached, like if the impeachment goes through and he is impeached, do the pardons get overturned?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Interesting.
I think pardons are absolute and supersede all law, so they can never be overturned. They can't, like, pardons are indefinite. And
Vamp Kitty says Trumpy is status quo. Billy, seriously? Trump has been a level of division and unease that I think, obviously, Trump's main, like, attributes and things that he's actually done as a president has been very status quo, but for the nation itself, we've been very divided, more so than I think ever, and it's always around 2016 or 2012 election years. We 2008, 2004, 2000, we have that level of division, but this one has just been, it's almost been like cult-like. The division of
it's not even almost
pro-Trump, the pro-Trump cult, and the anti-Trump cult, and they're both sides. They're like, they do not believe in any middle ground anymore. Your enemy is a villain, and there's no room for reason.
Check out this. This kind of freaks me out.
That's what I mean by status quo.
Like, some crazy person decided eating shrooms wasn't good enough. I want to inject it into my veins. And then shrooms grew in their blood. So I wonder if they were just fucked up the whole time. They had like a fungal blood infection.
Speaking of vamps, can I have some of them blood shrooms?
I wouldn't want anybody's blood.
Dude,
at this
I would
point.
drink that. A man's experiment with psychedelic mushrooms went disastrously wrong and nearly killed him, according to his doctors. In a new case report released this week, they detailed how the man injected a tea made from the mushrooms into his body and developed a life. How mushrooms can grow from tea and developed a life-threatening infection.
Spores. They just grow from spores.
Yeah.
And people do get fungal infections.
Oh, my God.
So that's what this is.
A life-threatening infection that had them growing in his blood.
That's insane. What a dumbass.
Well, yeah. This is...
You swallow them. They go through your digestive system. They're not supposed to go directly into your veins, dumbass.
He's a mushroom man. So he developed life-threatening infection that had them growing in his blood. The experience left him in the hospital for close to a month. Fortunately, he survived. According to the report, the 30-year-old man had been brought to the emergency room by his family after exhibiting confusion. He had a history of bipolar disorder as well as opioid dependence and had recently stopped taking his prescribed medications, his family told doctors. In the course of trying to self-medicate his depression and dependence, he came across research showing some benefit from using psychedelic drugs like mushrooms and LSD.
Yeah, he's eating them.
So he's an opioid abuser.
So he probably shoots heroin, and that's why
he was.
So
like,
he was like, yeah, it works with heroin.
He's like, let's get it right down to the vein. Days before the ER visit, he had decided to use mushrooms by first boiling them down into what he called mushroom tea, then filtering the mixture through a cotton swab and intravenously injecting it. Soon after, he developed symptoms including lethargy, jaundice, diarrhea, and nausea, along with vomiting up blood. By the time he was admitted to the hospital's intensive care unit, multiple organs had started to fail, including his lungs and kidney. Tests revealed that he had both a bacterial and fungal infection in his blood, likely meaning that the mushrooms he ejected were now literally feeding off him and growing. The doctors wrote the fungus found in the man's blood was the same species of psychedelic mushroom he had injected. Oh, I wonder what other mushrooms would have been. Mushroom from the Domino's pizza he ordered the week before. Among other treatments, he was given an intense course of antibiotics and antifungal drugs. It took 22 days in the hospital, including 8 in the ICU, but the man did eventually pull through. At the time his doctors had finished writing the case up, though, he was still being treated with a long-term course of antimicrobials.
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, that's just stupid.
It's stupid.
Most drugs are not meant to be ingested through your veins.
University of Toronto lands first on list of top sugar baby schools in Canada. Of course it is. They're not going to have big sugar babies on the West Coast. Like Vancouver, BC is the closest they have, but we just don't have the same numbers of people here. You know?
Yeah.
Our sugar babies in Vancouver, BC become sugar mamas. John Mayer wrote a song about it. Sugar mamas grow up to be mothers to their babies. I don't know. Fuck. The University of Toronto is one of the top post-secondary institutions in the world, not only for its academics, but also when it comes to more salacious rankings. Moonlighting as a sugar baby to help pay for pricey tuition or the exorbitant cost of living in a city like Toronto in general is not exactly uncommon among millennials and Gen Zers these days. A new numbers just released by Seeking Arrangement, the platform that advertises itself as a way for students in particular to date successful benefactors who help them avoid student debt and secure a better future, show that U of T still has more young people partaking in the practice than any university in the country. Is there a big university in Vancouver, in British Columbia? Like, do they have?
I'm sure there is. I don't know the name of it, but yes, there has to be with a population that large. Yeah, I would say so.
According to the data, approximately 257 U of T students newly registered with Seeking last year as a way to make some extra cash by going on dates with older members who are happy to pay young people for their time and attention. This in addition to the 1,170 existing users at the school per 2019 numbers.
There's the University of British Columbia. There's a few. There's like an art and design university. Toronto has a ton of universities. There's Ryerson University, and then there's University of Toronto, and then there's I think there's like York University too.
Yeah.
Those are just the three I know of, but I'm sure there's more.
There's 14,000 people here. Is that the number here? 14,000 students are sugar babies at the University of Toronto. No, 1,400, not 1,000. 1,400. I always add a zero to things. I think it's my mental handicap. Next up on the list was University of Alberta with 231 students, followed by Queen's University, 222 students, and Ryerson with 179 students. I wonder if those numbers are the ones that were newly registered or total. Because
it's interesting. It's interesting, though, because I don't know where Queen's University is, but Ryerson is also in Toronto. So Ryerson and U of T combined It's just Toronto has it all. Like they have the lion's share of all of this.
You can have it all. This is the main problem of all this. Why students need to do sexual favors.
It's a weird thing.
Not for luxuries, but for paid or education, food, and shelter. Well, yeah, but if people didn't have to work extra hard for these things, we couldn't get them to work all the shit jobs. We can't just give people what they need in this world, or else they wouldn't be at our beck and call. That goes not just for sexual favors, but low-paying jobs. We need these people to be broken so they don't want $15 an hour for essential work that we called essential work 6 months ago. It's very important that these people feel like they have to be desperate to succeed. If they feel entitled, God forbid, they'll uprise. We can't have that. Toronto is among the top cities in the world for the site, which says that its students user base in Canada, which itself ranks third in the world for number of students using the site, continues to grow steadily at a rate of about 3% per year.
I can't believe there are stats on this. It's kind of surprising.
Queens is in Kingston, Ontario.
Yeah, and that's like near upstate New York.
What did I tell you about trading sexual favors for Sudafed? What did I tell you?
Yeah.
As the cost of living continues to increase and job availability is at an all-time low, something, I don't know, whatever it says down there.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll move on to something else.
Video of Capitol rioters saying they were invited by Trump shatters central GOP argument against impeachment. On Wednesday, the House of Representatives debated whether to impeach outgoing President Donald Trump for his role in inciting the unprecedented assault on the U.S. Capitol by pro-Trump extremists, which left at least 5 people dead.
I think we know. You know what? We might want to... We've been over this, though, right?
I suppose.
Yeah. I think this one's way more interesting.
The NRA files for bankruptcy.
Did you hear about this?
No. The National Rifle Association has filed for bankruptcy and announced in a news release Friday as the pro-gun rights organization says its plans to restructure and move away from New York. Isn't New York got some of the toughest gun laws in the United States?
New York City does. I don't know about the state.
Upstate, yeah.
Yeah, like the rest of the state could be totally different than the city itself.
The NRA said it plans to now operate as a nonprofit based out of Texas, citing what it calls the toxic political environment of New York. The association officially said it was dumping New York in its news release, but that's only after continued pressure from the state and investigations into its conduct. In August, New York Attorney General Letitia James filed a lawsuit seeking to dissolve the NRA amid an investigation that redirected $64 million away from its charitable mission for personal gain by top leaders. The NRA claims it's in its strongest financial condition in years. It listed assets and liabilities each up to $500 million as part of its Chapter 11 bankruptcy petition, according to Bloomberg. The NRA said there will be no immediate changes to its operations or workforce. Obviously, an important part of this plan is dumping New York, CEO Wayne LaPierre said. The NRA is pursuing reincorporating in a state that values the contributions of the NRA, celebrates our law-abiding members, and will join us as a partner in upholding constitutional freedom. This is a transformational moment in the history of the NRA. Yeah, you're retreating. Good job, NRA.
Yeah.
Retreat. Go back to Texas where we've already got everything locked in. Retreat. Bye.
Good riddance.
Fox News, Tucker Carlson, MAGA dorks from Ariel Pink fan club.
What?
Yeah, have you followed the Ariel Pink thing?
No.
Ariel Pink is a musician, kind of like I don't know. Seems a little twinky, a little twinkle, little star. Seemingly a little twinky, but I think that's part of the lower part of the character, and was a Trump voter and was at the Capitol Hill rally, and got dropped from their label because they attended the Trump rally.
Oh.
I don't believe they were part of the riot. but their label was like, no. After Ariel Pink was dropped from Mexican Summer following his attendance at the Trump rally that turned into the Capitol Hill riot last week, indie pop connoisseur Tucker Carlson decided Pink's setback was a moment that tells you a lot about where we are and where we're going. To get to the bottom of this, Carlson, likely moments after throwing out his Kate LeBon records in disgust, invited Pink onto his show for a discussion of the latest example of what Pink sadly describes as cancel culture. Pink, we gotta go up.
Oh, shit.
Pink, who says he was in Washington, D.C. just to check out a peaceful rally, tells Carlson's furrowed brow that he's especially sad because he didn't vote so much for Trump as against cancel culture in this environment that's been blazing for about 4 years, but is about to ramp up and get even worse.
There's cancel culture on both sides. There's definitely people get canceled on both sides.
Yeah. Blazing for about 4 years, but is about to ramp up and get even worse. We imagine the fact that Pink is also currently in the midst of a court case centered on sexual and physical abuse allegations informs his opinion of cancel culture too. Spurred on by Chiron reading musician unfairly canceled after Capitol Hill riot, Fox News viewers are now forced into the uncomfortable position of having to support Pink if they want to stand up against the forces of cultural Marxism, something people like PG Vaught immediately pegged as a gorgeous new wrinkle in the modern political landscape. The fact that MAGA people have to pretend to like Ariel Pink now is hilarious. So yeah, it seems like somebody that MAGA would not support.
I don't even know who that is. I'm not familiar with any current music.
We could probably watch the little clip here.
Yeah, sure. I just have to unmute.
A quick search of Ariel Pink Patriot on Twitter yields.
You're an artist. Artists do transgressive things. You did the most transgressive thing. You came out as a public Trump supporter, and then you went to a Trump rally. What happened next?
I went to the White House to see our president and went to the hotel, took a nap, end of story.
You're an artist. Artists do transgressive things. You did the most transgressive thing. You came out as a public Trump supporter, and then you went to a Trump rally. What happened next?
I went to the White House.
He's a mousy little guy.
Yeah. I closed the article. He can be a Trump supporter, whatever. I guess his label, they have the right to dump him if they want. It is kind of a weird thing to do, unless he was seen breaking the law there. I don't know. I guess it's up to them how their image is portrayed through their artists that they have on their label.
I think,
I don't know.
If the MAGA people want to support free speech, they sign Ariel Pink to a record deal and listen to his music forever. Yeah. It's the only option. Back. Being a MAGA asshole on a plane could soon net you a $35,000 fine. Yes. Checked bags aren't the only things that cost extra. Under a new policy announced by the Federal Aviation Administration on Wednesday, airplane passengers who act like giant assholes by threatening or assaulting crew members could soon be subject to $35,000 in fines or up to 20 years imprisonment. Good. Here's looking at you, Plane Karen. So many people already have problems flying. So many people get anxiety. They get physically sick when they have to fly out of fear. And to add this onto it, oh my God, just don't. Save your fucking time to stand up against the world for when it's your time. Quit infecting other people's workplaces, other people's business. I dislike it so. In a press release accompanying the announcement, the FAA does not mince words. Flight attendants are sick to death of emboldened assholes screaming at them, threatening their lives, or doing a combination of the two by refusing to wear their masks aboard flights. As of late, the Post adds, airline workers have seen a disturbing increase in incidents where airline passengers have disrupted flights with threatening or violent behavior, incidents that allegedly stem from both COVID-19 denialism and recent violence at the U.S. Capitol. For FAA Administrator Steve Dickinson, the apparent solution is an order signed on Wednesday that directs stricter legal enforcement against the unruly passengers who would seek to make the lives of airline workers and the unfortunate passengers forced to travel alongside them a living hell. Flying is the safest mode of transportation, and I signed this order to keep it that way, Dixon said. Even anecdotally, it truly does seem like people have been on their absolute worst behavior on planes in recent months. This is the problem. This is the fucking problem. People are just rude. They're just disgusting, rude human beings. You don't believe masks work? What are you losing putting a mask on? I don't care if you don't believe masks work. I don't believe prayer works. But at fucking Thanksgiving dinner, I hold hands and I tilt my head down. And at the end of it, I say something that sounds like amen. I usually say almond. I think it's cute.
Allman Brothers.
Nobody hears me say almond. But I don't care. It's kindness. Have a little bit of fucking decency, you pricks. As the coronavirus has ravaged America, necessitating new, stricter safety protocols for all airline workers and travelers, reports and videos have emerged showing passengers getting booted from flights for screaming about Donald Trump, screaming about the violent insurrection that took place at the Capitol, and screaming about not wanting to wear their masks on the plane because of tyranny. If somebody would have sold this to them as like wearing a mask was like your victory garden moment and it was patriotic to wear a mask, they'd all be wearing masks.
I'd like to see like the reaction of people who have actually experienced tyranny to this and see if there's any comparison. Like someone who like lived in North Korea and like escaped. That's like tyranny. I don't know, whatever.
More often than not, airline workers are forced to bear the brunt of the shitty behavior, even as new COVID restrictions have undoubtedly made their jobs more dangerous and difficult. As the press release notes, the FAA has historically addressed incidents involving unruly passengers by deploying a variety of methods that have in the past included verbal warnings, counseling attempts, and levying civil penalties. Effective March 30th, 2021, however, the FAA will no longer issue warnings, but will instead skip straight to legal enforcement action against any passenger who assaults, threatens, intimidates, or interferes with airline crew members. I'm here for it.
Yeah. This would be like if people would say that wearing your seatbelt, like a law that you have to wear a seatbelt, is tyranny. Like they mandate safety, you know. Like it'd be like saying like, oh, it's tyranny that I have to stop at these red lights. I should be able to just drive through them. I have the freedom to, you know. It's like, no, we have to make agreements. We have to have regulations on safety. You know, this shouldn't be hard to understand.
In a statement, Sarah Nelson, the president of the Association of Flight Attendants, CWA, praised the new policy, saying that it amounted to first strike and you're out. Good. Don't be a fucking plane bitch. Don't be a... Let people fly. You don't have to fly, right? Like, you can just suffer and die in your own hole. It's like you pay the airline ticket, you get on the airline, you fly where you got to fly. Just
enjoyed the deleted scenes special. Maybe next time cover DP deleted scenes. If you don't have, any, maybe some should be filmed. Wink, wink.
Chris, oh my God, all the DP deleted scenes will never be shown ever again, and I'll tell you why. They make me look like shit, and I don't like it. I only let stuff that makes me look cool and sweet hit the air. No shirt, no shoes, no service is more tyranny than mask mandates because those aren't safety issues. Exactly. These people are forgetting that we've had that rule forever. No shirt, no shoes, no service, no shit. And this mask is related to a public pandemic that even if you don't believe in it, other people do. And do it for the fact that it's socially acceptable behavior. Like, why do you have to be a cunt about it? I don't believe in a lot of things, and I conform for society as a whole. You can't put on a fucking mask.
It's easy.
It's so gross to me. I'm not asking you to bend down on your knees and bite the fucking curb well, I step on the back of your head because that's unreasonable. What's unreasonable about putting a diaper over your mouth? A little chin diaper. What's the point? Oh, I can't breathe.
They
Liar.
can breathe. They can breathe.
What Doug say? You gotta hide all these beautiful smiles.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Okay, but what about all the people that are gonna get the cough and die?
Yeah, didn't he say both of his parents have it too?
And his sister, I believe, or
what
somebody
the hell?
else?
That kind of blew my mind. There's a bunch of people in his family that have it. And
yeah, but if they're not on ventilators, he's going to think that it's not that big of a deal,
people
right?
shouldn't have to be like, people shouldn't have to almost die for you to give it, like, people are already dying. It shouldn't have to take someone you know that's, like, close to you dying. I don't know.
I wonder what would happen if, like how many people actually had someone close to them die? Because you see, like, oh, my dad died from all these people who, like, a month ago was like, it's a fake virus. And you see the tweets where they're like, it's real, guys, my dad died. I don't know if that's all, like, true or not. I wonder how many people have these
I know people
come to Jesus moments, you know?
I know people that thought it was fake, got it, and died from it. That's definitely been covered.
Was it Herman Cain?
I don't know if he thought it was fake, but he did die of it.
All these Republican, there was the senator or congressman that died from it recently. It's they were speaking out against it.
Yeah. Oh, motherfuckers.
I'm definitely slicing a throat. Proud Boys member arrested in raid on his New York City home posted threats to kill Senator Raphael Warnock on Parler and said he'd attend MAGA riot with a caravan of armed patriots, but never actually went to the Capitol. Edward Floria, 40, was arrested in Middle Village, Queens on Tuesday afternoon. The FBI conducted a raid on his home after he allegedly posted plans to travel to Washington, D.C. with armed protesters online. Floria surrendered to federal agents after they showed up in an armored vehicle. He has been charged as a convicted felon in possession of ammunition. Floria is reported of having ties to white supremacist group Proud Boys and has been accused of threatening to kill others in the past, according to news outlets. He appeared in a Brooklyn federal court Wednesday where he was detained pending trial.
God, man, like...
He was plotting a violent attack on the U.S. Capitol last week.
Yeah.
Threatened to kill Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock.
But I'm supposed to be worried that Biden's going to sink this ship. Like, I shouldn't notice the connection that these groups kind of came to prominence during Trump's administration. I should be more worried about old granddad fucking creepy Biden. I don't know. I think I'm less worried about Biden.
I think I'm very worried about everybody all the time. It scares me. I trust nobody. The world is out to get me. The only man to save me is Papa Trump. I wear this MAGA hat because it's got tinfoil lining. Nobody can get to me when I have this MAGA hat on.
Yeah, so this guy's a dumb fuck. He's a terrorist. Literally a terrorist.
And I love how the picture, he doesn't even have his chin diaper on correctly, even in the fucking drawing.
Yeah, they're so against it. They won't even wear a mask when they're committing a federal offense.
The time for peace and civility is over, he said in one post.
Dead men can't pass laws.
Dead men can't pass shit laws here. Go fucking put this guy in prison forever. Jail this fucking guy. These threats made are inciting violence. And he didn't even show up, which is probably good that he didn't show up. But you can't just say this shit.
Yeah. I mean, making threats is not protected speech. Threats are not protected under free speech.
Trump supporter dead in suspected suicide days after being arrested at Capitol riot.
Yep.
Which one's this? A supporter of the U.S. president who was arrested at the Capitol riot was said to have died by suicide. A medical examiner in Fulton County, Atlanta, ruled on Tuesday that the death of Christopher Stanton, Georgia, was by... Is his name Stanton, Georgia? Or... Christopher Stanton, Georgia, was by suicide, confirming earlier reports. The 53-year-old was also said to have suffered a gunshot wound to the chest. Medical examiner said. I remember someone who talked about this online was like,
"Oh yeah,
who does suicide to the chest? Who do it live?
People.
Who does suicide to the chest?" It's like I don't know. Like, probably people who don't want to have their.
I mean, if it's at point blank range, it's probably going to kill you.
Like you have a lot of vital organs in the chest.
Your heart.
Yeah.
Your lungs.
Like you don't have to
liver.
blow your face off. Maybe you want your family to have open casket, right? Come on. Come on. There's so many ways to kill yourself, guys. Don't do any of them. He was found by his wife in the basement of their home in Alpharetta, Georgia on Saturday, according to reports. Georgia, who was said to have been a regional portfolio manager at a North Carolina bank, was arrested in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday evening after taking part in the riot.
This guy was definitely an Antifa plant. Only Antifa members kill themselves. Okay?
Man. The idea that, like...
They're skinny, they play video games, they kill themselves. Definitely Antifa. Antifa plant.
Can we stop calling Antifa and just call them anti-fascists? The anti-fascist.
I think there's a there's a distinguishment between the two for me. Like you can be an anti-fascist and not put on a weird suit and go around with batons and try to fight people in the streets. To me, that's Antifa. The people who go around and do like demonstrations and sometimes vandalism and sometimes get into fights with the other side, which is like idiots like the Proud Boys and shit. And then there's people who are anti-fascism.
Can we call them like militant anti-fascists? Like just label
some
what
are
they
militant,
are?
And some aren't. Yeah, I mean, why? What's your problem with the term Antifa?
It's become like the boogeyman for the right. Everything is Antifa. Everything that's wrong is Antifa.
Or BLM.
Like, they had Molotov cocktails at the Capitol building. That's an Antifa thing. That's an attacking police officer thing. And guess what the fucking MAGA crowd was doing? Attacking police officers at the Capitol building. Guys who effectively were security guards. Was it BLM marched on the Capitol building earlier this year or last year?
I think.
And they were met by staggering wall of SWAT members. These weren't SWAT members at the fucking Capitol building. Trump set the fucking Capitol building up to be basically night security, like Night at the Museum, Ben Stiller motherfuckers. All standing there, protecting what is effectively a museum full of people who make a museum full of laws.
Yeah. It is a museum. Those buildings are old and have all sorts of artwork and, like valuable relics from the past.
And when they requested backup, National Guard backup, they got a no.
Yeah, but then when Trump wants to take a picture in front of a church with a Bible, they send in the National Guard to tear gas people out of the way pretty easily. I don't know.
I know. It's sick. And there's a video I sent you that I guess you probably don't want to play.
Yeah.
But it's showing everybody inside of the main Senate chambers. And there's the big Buffalo Warrior dickhead dude that can't eat non-organic food. He's in there and he's getting, people are like, he's being escorted by the police. And like the guards are like, hey guys, do you want to go? Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave? And they're like, we'll be out of here soon. Well, like this is like the most sacred place in the building. Yeah. It's the most sacred place
the
in the
security
building.
guard was saying
Yeah, and everybody's like, see, the security just let them in there. What is the security going to do?
Yeah, is he going to fight all of them?
Yeah. He's trying to keep an eye on them, control them. He's doing his best. There was another video
I mean, he can't like shoot them.
You know the video of the guy that was being crushed in the doorway?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Did you see his response?
Yeah, I saw his. Yeah, he was interviewed a couple days ago, and I saw that.
It was great.
Yeah,
he's like, I would do it. I would do it again for free to stop white nationalist terrorists.
Yeah,
to stop white nationalism. I'd do it again for free. GG, good guy.
Yeah, he was stuck in a door, completely helpless, and they ripped off his mask and like they were like hitting him, like beating him with shit. They're beating up police, man.
Yep.
So the police are gonna I mean, they're going to get arrested.
I've seen a lot.
And I feel, and I like BLM protesters. If they attack police, they deserve to be arrested too. If they break the law on either side, they're going to get arrested either way. Like that, like people who are just in the street protesting and being loud and disruptive, they shouldn't be getting beat up by the police, but people who are attacking the police should. That's how I feel about it. Like, if they're actually posing a threat on either side, I don't care. If you do that, yeah, you should go to jail.
If you watched a lot of the video from the protests, you know, that people were taking the streets, they were standing in the streets, they were blocking traffic, blocking flow of the city in protest. And the police would come in and they would have their wall of armed SWAT members. And usually some bottle or something will be thrown from like one area. And then the entire fucking protesters would be lit up with tear gas and batons.
Sure. I'm not saying it's even. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to address the fucking straw man that is always used on me. And other people that think the people who stormed the Capitol building should be punished. They bring up other stuff. And my opinion is anyone, regardless of which side they're on, if they attack the police, they should be arrested.
We have to remember how things went when BLM marched on the federal buildings. They had white vans.
Yeah,
picking people up.
Oh, that happened in Portland too.
Yeah, there was a trap. They set up a meeting at the police area next door to the federal building, and when people stepped up on federal building property, the feds came in and fucked them up quick. And we don't want to remember that when the city was burning. When Doug DeNaples said that, you know, Portland was burned when they burnt down Portland, burnt down Seattle.
I hear it all the time. I don't know where this talking point comes from. Cities literally burn to the ground. I've seen that so many times. They're not, what? Like, yeah, maybe a couple places got, you know, the windows smashed and looted, but I don't know if any building was literally burned to the ground. I don't think so. I think a police station was taken over for a little while.
It was abandoned and then taken over.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they weren't going to be able to take it over if it wasn't abandoned. You know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't have went well for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The footage before showed the police officers tear gassing peaceful people.
And I thought it was about time when they cleared everyone out of there because, like, people had gotten killed. It was kind of getting out of control. So, because bad faith actors were coming in and causing trouble, they were taking advantage of the fact that, the police weren't around to do anything about it. So it had been going on for so long. I was like, yeah, it's about time because people live in that neighborhood, and they were there were some people that lived there that didn't want to be in the center of that shit.
A lot of people.
Yeah. So and you know. It had gone on long enough, I think. So I was fine with it when they finally busted it up and made people leave.
There were people there was some deaths happening.
Because there were
like
gangs and shit messing around in there, causing trouble. They knew it was a place they could go and cause trouble, so they did.
Yeah. Good old days. Hillian Wolf says Antifa is justified.
Nope. Well, okay, Antifa. Well, see, here's the thing. Now where we have to define what we mean by Antifa. No one is 100% justified in all of their actions. That would mean someone's never wrong, which nobody's never wrong. But yeah, fascism is bad, and we should not allow it in our society.
But also, it's like, Antifa is a small section of what Black Lives Matter movement was, and Black Lives Matter movement was a movement that made a lot of people.
Well, yeah. I mean, Antifa existed outside of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, but during these protests were Black Lives Matter led, people who from all places and areas came out to support. all across the country, and Antifa came out, and there was people who weren't Antifa that were inciting riots. I saw video clips of police officers burning things and breaking windows out. Like there was a lot of property damage going on through all this, but you can't really like blame it on the movement. You can't blame it.
Well, according to a lot of people, Antifa isn't a movement. It's not an organization. It's literally just the position of being anti-fascist. And I understand that, and I agree with that to a degree. But there are Antifa protesters that exercise that belief through demonstration and sometimes violence. Not everyone who's anti-fascist does that. So I think there has to be a distinction between that. But yeah, it's not an actual organization. You don't get a membership card. You're not like reporting to your local chapter of Antifa. You know what I mean? So I understand it, is what I'm trying to say.
Nobody is justified in violence, right?
Unless there's violence coming at them, I guess. That's the only way it's justified, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Violence,
self-preservation.
A violent attack can be responded to with violence, but it shouldn't be used as a first resort. You
can't really accept that from either side, no matter their beliefs. You kind of have to be better than that. You want to be on the side that is better than that, right? Yeah. I think you want to be the side that takes the high road and hopefully knows how to respond.
All right, let's see.
Ben and I are now officially joining Antifa.
I'm not joining anything.
Oh.
And you can't join it according to just like everyone.
Where do I get my card?
You can't join it.
Shit. Days after insurrection, House Republicans are furious about metal detectors.
Yeah, we already kind of covered that, didn't we? How about is this gone? Oh, no, here it is.
MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell brings notes to White House that suggest calling for martial law if necessary.
Why is a pillow guy getting to go to the White House and talk to the president about policy?
Well, I'll tell you why, Ben. Because he believes in Donald Trump. And not many other people.
This dude's a fucking moron. He made a pillow that people want to buy. Good for him. That does not make him smart. Doesn't mean he knows shit about running a country or anything. He's a snake oil salesman. He tried to sell a fake coronavirus supplement cure that was actually out years before anyone even knew about COVID-19.
Sounds like a good ally for Trump. It comes after Mr. Lindell tweeted, then deleted calls for Donald Trump to impose martial law in the 7 battleground states that delivered Joe Biden the presidency.
People were spelling it martial law, MARSHALL. It was so bad.
One of Donald Trump's fiercest supporters, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell, went to a meeting at the White House with notes suggesting martial law if necessary. I'm glad that he had to make notes for this. Like, he couldn't just go to the White House with, like, the idea in his brain. He's like, I'm going to have to write this one down. Because if we exhaust all other options, when I'm sitting down with Trump and we're laying down neck and neck on a pile of MyPillows, I want to look over at Donald and remember, if necessary.
Only with Donald Trump are we going to have fucking Kanye and Kim Kardashian in the Oval Office. Only with Donald Trump are we going to have the MyPillow guy come into the White House to talk about how he thinks the government should be run by Donald Trump. Like, why? Like, these people these people should not even have anything to do with any of this shit. Kim Kardashian went there to, like, get her personal, like, family and friends that were in jail out of jail. It's fucking insane.
The notes, captured by photographer as Mr. Lindell entered the Oval Office on Friday, come after Mr. Lindell tweeted, then deleted calls for the president to impose martial law in the 7 battleground states that won the election for Joe Biden. The page is curved and not fully visible, but the heading is titled Illegible, taken immediately to save the illegible Constitution. It references a cyber attorney and Kraken attorney Sidney Powell while recommending Kash Patel to acting CIA. Insurrection Act now as a result of the assault on the martial law if necessary upon the first hint of any, it read. MyPillow USA CEO Michael Lindell shows off the notes.
He wants martial law, this stupid motherfucker that makes pillows, okay? He owns a pillow company. He makes annoying commercials. And he thinks it's a good idea to let the military control and govern our country because Trump didn't get reelected.
I low-key want to get some of these MyPillows because if they can help this motherfucker sleep at night.
Ha! Oh, that's great.
Foreign interference in the election, trigger ineligible powers, make clear this is China, Iran. In a now deleted tweet in December, Mr. Lindell repeated Mr. Trump's attacks on Arizona Governor Doug Ducey and Georgia Governor Brian Kemp that they were crooked. Look at Doug Ducey. You made the list and your crooked buddy Brian Kemp. Georgia.
Oh, you know what? It is true the MyPillow guy was a crack addict. So I wonder if he's like, I know all about you, Hunter Biden. I know your type. I was one of you.
He was a crack addict?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, man. Yeah. I wonder what weird shit he did on crack. Because it's never just crack.
But
right?
He was also like a huckster, a snake oil salesman. So he created this pillow. I guess it's good enough. People buy it.
I do believe my mom had some of them and and liked them.
But he was also selling, supplements.
See,
it was some herbal compound that was fake as fuck and doesn't do anything. Anyway, yeah. So MyPillow guy gets to go and talk to the leader of our country and give his opinions on what he thinks we should be doing right now.
Didn't Frank Sinatra have counsel with JFK?
What? I mean, Elvis knew Nixon, but it wasn't like they were going in there being like, hey, we need the military to take over right now. I'll tell you what, though. Elvis was given basically the highest level badge you can get by the federal government. And there's a story that he pulled over an airplane. Like someone stole something from him and they had gotten on an airplane and they were about to take off. And Elvis... Like, the pilot looks out, and there's Elvis driving next to the plane on the runway. The plane's getting ready to take off, holding the fucking badge. I want to know how true this is. I know he had the badge, so there's no doubt about that. He was a DEA agent, which is hilarious. Like, high-level DEA agent given to him by the president. But I don't know if he actually pulled over the airplane. I want to know if... I want that to be true.
Do you think that...
Because Elvis was crazy at that point in his life. He was fucking out of his mind.
Do you think he ran drugs?
I know he was addicted to, like, prescription drugs, and that kind of led to his early demise.
Do you think Elvis was the corn pop that Joe Biden was talking about?
I thought corn pop was a black guy.
Elvis stole a lot of his music.
He did, but he wasn't black.
Maybe he stole the name Corn Pop. Twitter briefly suspends former WWE star for violating child sexual exploitation policy. What?
Val Venus.
Oh, no. What happened?
Hello, ladies.
What did he do?
Hello, ladies. So for those of you who don't know, this guy was a professional wrestler in the 90s.
His gimmick was that he was a porn star.
Yeah, he'd come to the ring in like a towel. Yeah, the big Valboski.
Yeah. Former WWE superstar Val Venus is at it again. What do we mean again? What else has he done? Former WWE Intercontinental Champion briefly had his Twitter account suspended for violating their child sexual exploitation policy. Venus claims he shared evidence of Hunter Biden, son of President-elect Joe Biden, engaging in illegal activities, which are part of a wider conspiracy theory. Venus is known to share such claims on his Twitter and Facebook accounts and is currently on a 30-day Facebook ban.
I'm glad I don't follow him. I made the mistake of following Tatanka. Tatanka is fucking crazy. Like, he's out of his mind. It's crazy. Like, I've never seen such a conservative Native American before.
Venus is known to share such... I don't know his history.
I don't know.
Claims on his Twitter and Facebook accounts and is currently on a 30-day Facebook ban. Venus had his account unblocked on Tuesday. He then shared screenshots of the interaction with Twitter and continued ranting about the supposed evidence. You can see his related tweets below. Last night, I shared the evidence of Hunter Biden fucking children, including cork-snorting Malia Obama. Cork-snorting Malia... what?
No! Malia Obama was So Hunter Biden and Malia Obama were hanging out, and Hunter Biden was indulging in some Play-Doh stuff, and Malia Obama was just doing lines like a mad woman. She learned from her dad.
The sheep, of course, refused to accept facts. Twitter, however, acknowledged these facts and threatened to suspend my account if I did not delete those pics. Twitter protects pedos. Chet Lemon says, I miss Ryan Shamrock, Ken Shamrock's storied sister, who had a sexual dalliance with Val Venus in the WWE kayfabe narrative.
In real life, it was Ken Shamrock that was dating her, dating his kayfabe
X-Pac
sister.
dated her, too, for a while.
Yeah, that was after Shamrock.
I did a show at the Viper Room in L.A., and she was there with Gangrel.
Yeah. So, yeah, Val Venus, crazy.
Let's see. What's the one above this? Pedos supporting lib turds see photos from Hunter Biden's laptop and refuse to admit what these pics are. Twitter admitted what those pics, yet no lib turd or Twitter employee called the cops on the star of those pics, Hunter Biden.
Why post them on Twitter? Why not take them to the FBI or something? Like, what?
Isn't the FBI investigating Hunter Biden?
I mean, yeah, so they would like to have that evidence. If you have evidence of him abusing children.
Shame on the left. Shame. The left covers for pedos. I'm back, but not for long, you Twitter commies.
You're crazy.
The question remains, why has Hunter Biden not been arrested for rapping children? Where are these so-called hero cops we keep hearing about? And of course, leftist pedo enablers refuse to admit Biden is a pedo, even with facts. Blocked on Facebook for 30 days. Communist-run corporation silencing any and all voices of dissent is a sick and very scary event happening right now. This is
he's mentally ill.
Yeah, this is mental illness.
Yeah. Maybe years of the roids.
Wouldn't it be great if like Val Venus just knew the truth and was out here saving the world and we're writing it off and we're the blind ones here?
No, that wouldn't be great. It would not.
Huh. Johnny Enlow says the college football national championship game is prophetic confirmation Trump will remain president. Johnny Enlow, a right-wing pastor and QAnon conspiracy theorist, appeared on the Elijah Streams YouTube channel Thursday, where he declared the outcome of the college football national championship game was a prophetic sign that President Donald Trump will remain in office. Despite the fact that Trump's term is set to end in less than a week, Enlow claims to have found a message from God hidden in the final score of Monday's national championship game between Alabama and Ohio State.
This is why Ohio State should have won.
Oh, true. Which Alabama won by a score of 52-24. Enlow said that when the game began, he fully expected the final score to contain the number 45, which he said would be a prophetic sign regarding Trump, who is the 45th president of the United States. Though there were no 45 in the final score, Enlow nevertheless found prophetic significance in the score when he saw it displayed on ESPN as Ohio State 24, 52 Alabama. To Enlow, the number 45, God damn it, surrounded by twos, was a clear sign from God that Trump is going to serve a second term. This is knuckin' futz.
It is. And they'll come up with an excuse as to why they were wrong about this when this doesn't happen. So
it's a 45 with a 2 on either side, Enlow declared. 45 was not put in there for one term. He was put in there for 2 terms. It's a confirmation on either side. There's 2 on either side. The 45 was right in the middle.
So this is like numerology that he's doing here.
I'm putting Trump in second term. It's not later. It's back to back. It's right now. That's the Lord saying it, man. Lord's saying it. Lord is saying it. This is so stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, we're going to move on to something else. But before we do that, let's do the Streamlabs. We got a little bit. And if you want us to read your message to us, send us a Streamlabs. $2 or more just gets you the Streamlab. Like, we'll read it for $2 or more. And if it's $20, it'll be TTS, and we'll have to listen to it.
Yes. Chris Xavier gives us that big love TTS. XPZ 2014 says, loving the show. Started watching with Camelot. Also, Vosh versus Doug. Keep up the good work. Thank you, XPZ, being new and fresh to the show. Hopefully we see you here for many shows to come. Miranda Hedgie said, much love from fellow Washingtonian. Big love, Miranda. Cheers. AB said, at least they didn't call it a bonsai tree, spelling it Banzai. Red Scare said, no terrorist would waste a bomb in Kansas. Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore. Spirit Flame, give us the big 2. Thank you. Dragon of the West says, food fun fact. The tacos recipe came to the Southwest from Mesoamerica hundreds of years before Spanish contact. That means there were Navajo enjoying some green chile tacos near Albuquerque 1,000 years before Ben.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of Mexican food, because half of the population of Mexico, or I'm sorry, the majority of the population of Mexico has native ancestry. It's usually is around 50%. So a lot of Mexican food is influenced by native food. And then there's a Spanish flair to it as well.
Matthew Krucklau says, hello, sweet boys. Just worked a 64-hour week. Made my Sunday. Good night. Let's all enjoy the last days of America as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Muffin Man said, evening, sweet boys. Why are you streaming today? For those of you that are wondering why we're here on a Sunday.
Because we're streaming at the beginning of this week.
Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then we're going to take a little break and be back to you at a regular scheduled time. And that catches us all the way up. Thank you to Alex and Do It Live, who became patrons during the episode as well.
Yeah. Thanks for signing up.
Very good, very good.
We still have Actual Mania coming up next week. Wow. This is the first show of this week. And then next week, next Friday, is Actual Mania, which we need to finalize the card for. Let's do...
I should turn off that goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. TP, are they going to touch me?
They touched you, Papa. They touched you. Scary.
It is scary.
This is a 24-hour stream minus 21 hours.
Yeah, here's the first one I've got.
So everything that you think you know about Martin Luther King Jr. is a carefully orchestrated fabrication perpetuated by our leftist media institutions as well as our academic institutions to sanctify a man as a righteous, moral, civil rights leader.
I was clowning on him on Twitter. He ignored me the whole time, to his credit. But he posted a bunch of pictures of Nick Fuentes and Baked Alaska hanging out together, and there's even Baked Alaska saluting Nick Fuentes. I'm like, huh. Almost looks like Baked Alaska was taking orders from Nick Fuentes.
When in reality, he was a completely sexually degenerate, anti-American, communist fraud. Everything about him is fake.
Pretty sure he was a Republican. Wasn't he? Or maybe that's a myth. I don't know. Let me check.
His name is Michael King. He's not even a Christian. You can see from his writings in the late 1940s that he blasphemed the Virgin Mary, saying that she wasn't a virgin. He denied the divinity of Jesus Christ and denied the bodily resurrection of Jesus Christ. He said that Christianity was the same as all other cults, leading to one truth, which is essentially perennialism, which is a heresy to all Christian denominations. In fact, the only reason he was a reverend was to use it as a platform to push his political agenda. He also wasn't very intelligent. He might have been a good speaker, but the majority of his writings were completely plagiarized, including his doctorate. That fact is indisputable and completely confirmed by scholars who were originally sympathetic towards Martin Luther King Jr., and their research led to confirm that he was a complete plagiarist 40 years after his death. He was also a complete Marxist who talked about the class struggle and dreaming about a raceless, classless society. He He even went to communist training seminars in Tennessee. The majority of his speeches weren't even written by him. They were written by Stanley Levison, a Jewish Marxist who was under FBI investigation for funneling money from the USSR to communist movements in America. That's why Martin Luther King Jr. ended up getting himself under FBI surveillance. And under that surveillance, the FBI found out that Martin Luther King Jr. was
Martin Luther King was a socialist. There was like a weird myth out there that he was actually a Republican. But I looked it up and verified it. He was not. He was not.
Complete sexual degenerate who loved to engage in
I don't know about where's the sexual degenerate thing coming
orgies from? And beat prostitutes. Stanley Levison's also the one who wrote
he just, did orgies and beat prostitutes. I don't think that's a big deal.
If you don't care about all that and you just think that he was a great civil rights activist, think about where our country has gone since the 1960s, since the civil rights movement in terms of racial relations. They are worse than they have ever been. Not to mention that the black community is in a far worse position than the time of Martin Luther King Jr. Literacy is down, violent crime has skyrocketed, so is abortions, and so has out-of-wedlock births. So fuck Martin Luther King Jr. He's a communist burning in hell. All my homies hate Martin Luther King Jr. We like Malcolm X. I mean, he kind of sucks too because he was Muslim, but way better than Martin Luther King Jr.
He was, he was Nation of Islam.
All my homies hate Martin Luther King Jr. We love Malcolm X.
Nation of Islam wasn't even, technically it's Muslim, but it's Muslim like in the way a Mormon is a Christian. Like it's the religion itself is very different from other Islamic religions, and it's Afrocentric and basically in many ways like black supremacy. So why would you like Malcolm X more when you're like a white nationalist? He seems to be way more against you than Martin Luther King would have been.
I think that he likes Malcolm X more because he's not preaching for a raceless, classless society. Malcolm X is like, yeah, you guys can think you're better, and we're gonna think we're better, and we can identify with that. Let's go.
Okay.
But yeah.
Is it just me, or does that look like the?
This is in honor of Baked Alaska being arrested and probably doing a decade in prison.
Be nice.
We're gonna watch some of his cringiest stuff right now.
Is it just me, or does that look like the? Does that look like Auschwitz, like the gate to Auschwitz? I don't know why. It kind of looks like I'm at Auschwitz, doesn't it?
They added a laugh track.
Or is that just me? Kind of looks like the gate.
I mean, what?
Ha 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 ha.
All right.
Oh.
The best of Baked Alaska.
I need milk! I need milk! I need milk! I need milk! I need milk right now! What happened? I need milk!
I need milk.
How would you determine that Jews
Richard Spencer
aren't allowed in the ethnic state? Have a genetic test for your entire country?
I don't fit in with groups very well. I don't know if you want to call me a drifter or something.
Loser.
But I don't know. I like to do myself. I like to have my own thing going on. These whatever you want to call these cockroaches, these leftist, communist slime balls, they're putting us in their Hollywood movies. They're putting us in their TV shows. They're obsessing over us on their tweets. They're making YouTube parodies, and we are getting free rent in their brain.
Free rent?
So what I
that sounds like a communism thing to me.
These
Pussy.
little creeps like Vic Berger, and I have stalkers that will dedicate their entire days to trying to piss me off or make content about me, and so it got to
because you're a fucking dweeb, dude.
You can have 1 million people say you're irrelevant, but then you have 1 million people talking about you and thinking about you, and they say you're irrelevant. We hate you. Okay, well, you keep saying that and you keep obsessing over me. Now I'm relevant.
Oh.
I need milk.
He won't be able to just dog whistle anymore. He'll have to get a swastika tattoo. to protect himself in prison.
I wonder if he'll be protected.
He won't be able to just like pretend like it's just the Nazi memes that he's doing, the edgy Nazi memes. He'll have to actually get a swastika tattoo.
He probably will be first in line. As long as I can keep my mullet.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse is going to be welcome with open arms. I hope that the white supremacists in prison see what a fucking snake, gerbil, felcher, loser Baked Alaska is, and they just leave him to fucking rot in the middle of the courtyard. Maybe, I don't know. I just my problem with Baked Alaska is what a little fucking weenie he is.
They said grab her by the pussy. Well, she's a cat, so no. That's equivalent, you know.
Huh?
That's equivalent.
Are you single? Can I get your number?
No? Isn't one of these like a teenager that he does this to?
Probably. I barely watch any of his shit.
I've seen this before.
Damn, why not? She's 13.
What'd you say? She's 13?
Yeah. He asked her for her number, and he's like, "Why not?" And someone else is like, "She's 13."
That's equivalent, you know. Are you single? Yeah. Can I get your number? No? Damn, why not? She's 13. How old are you? No, that's a lie. Really? Yes. Come here. Let's go. Really? Yes.
No wonder he looks so tall next to her. She's not an adult. She's a fucking child. Because you have to remember, through all this, Baked Alaska is very, very short. Minuscule man.
I'm sorry.
Tiny human.
6/18/04. Damn.
Damn. Yeah. GG creeper.
Yeah, that's what you say when that happens. Not like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry." You know, like, damn.
I'm grabbing my stuff.
Okay, so you could have just asked me.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
So we
you actually have your name Tim?
Yeah.
Okay, so they said, you know, Richardo?
Yeah.
He said,
did he call?
He called and said that you actually have a staph infection.
Oh, okay.
So I guess just call him back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
A staph infection?
What the hell? I have a staph infection?
Is he's put up someone's phone number?
What the hell is that? There's absolutely nothing, no reason why I got suspended. I just woke up, my Twitter account doesn't work, it says you're permanently suspended, even though I'm verified, even though I have 200,000 followers, even though I didn't break any rules. I've been doing my best to like follow the rules, and I have been following the rules. I've been like literally doing nothing wrong. I've been playing Mario and reading Bible verses.
Is this Animal Crossing?
Bye-bye. It doesn't make any sense, bro. I got banned from Twitter, and I believe it's because I'm a conservative. I support Donald Trump. I support the president. I think it's kind of fucked up. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, they're banning free speech for sure, but you got to remember Twitter is private, right? It's a private company. They can do what they want to do, Wade.
No reason. What? Why don't you just give me a reason? Why don't you just make up some bullshit?
I love this. How they have like a little thing of him and he's just like walking in circles.
Reason and tell me that's why you suspended me. Why don't you just do that? I'm really heartbroken right now. Like Twitter was my main shit. Like 200,000.
Yeah, let's look at one of his tweets.
Me. Upon research, I noticed Jewish people run 95% of American media. That is very interesting. Internet. Why do you want to gas the Jews? Well, Baked Alaska. You fucking suck.
Followers, that's like my baby, working on like, and I've been so good, like ever since they gave me a minor suspension before, like I've been an angel. I'm completely pissed off. I'm completely confused. Nice to meet you. How you having a good day?
Oh, okay. So here's the early connection. Look how skinny Nick Fuentes' arms are. Like, what the fuck? He's
Is
like
this Eugenia.
Yeah, that's what I was
Cooney
going to
Fuentes.
I was going to say he's like 2 levels thicker arms than Eugenia Cooney.
Get the word out. Start tweeting at Twitter support. Start tweeting at Jack. Start tweeting. Tweet at your big influencers. What do you think I should do? Ma'am, I got my Twitter suspended. What do you think I should do? How do I get unsuspended?
She's like, don't talk to me, free.
Stop censoring conservatives. I support America. I support all Americans. I love this.
Yeah, you supported all Americans. What exactly how? Like when you broke into the Capitol and fucked with like public property?
Or when you maced that security guard and everybody else you fuck with? When you talk down on people because of their race? When you say the fucking slurs you say consistently? You are a piece of trash. You respect all Americans when you don't wear your mask into convenience stores while they're working their fucking essential worker minimum wage job?
And you're fucking with them.
And you're fucking with them for some fucking donos, dude?
I support our military. I support our veterans. I support our cops. I stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
You support the cops by giving them something to do?
Public Humiliation Fetish Compilation Volume 1.
You promise you won't throw it at me? Okay, thank you. Because there's 300 people here. Hey!
This is The Guardian. Are you the one who wrote that article, Alt-Right Celebrities?
That was me.
I was thinking about pressing charges against you because you said I was doing Nazi salutes, and that's not true. I've never done that.
We're proud to be white. Hail victory. Hell yeah. Thank you. Love you guys.
You're fake news and you're a liar. And you should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay.
So do better. Hey, why did you touch me?
Why did you touch me?
Why did you touch me? The Guardian. We got The Guardian here. I don't even care. You can touch me. You can touch me. So we're going in the Church of Scientology?
I need you to turn that off for me.
So what happens? Do I get?
Yeah.
So I get physically removed from this place? You can touch me.
You can touch me.
No, I want to.
Need you to turn that off for me.
All right, I get to leave. All right, that was awkward.
All right,
So
you are awkward. You are awkward.
So he's like trying to get kicked out.
At your best, you're awkward. At your worst, you're offensive, disgusting. You don't deserve the air you breathe, and taking it from the people around you is an offense to America itself.
And soon convicted felon.
At best, you're awkward. You fucking. I hope he sits for a very long time and thinks about what he's done. What he's done.
Fuck the commies. Hey, arrested. Yeah, later, loser. Go back to your basement, you little bitch.
Wow. Karma's such a bitch, isn't it? Karma is such a fucking bitch.
we got a lot of people here on YouTube. Hey, the tree just threw a leaf at me.
They're gonna touch me, DP.
The flower petal came down. The tree.
There's a bloody tampon. They just threw a.
No, it's not. Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hi, he thought the tree threw a leaf at him, but someone threw a bloody tampon.
Yeah, Papa, that was a bleeder.
Damn.
Hey, look at that. Hey. I just had a bloody tampon thrown at me.
Well, aren't you a fucking warrior for America?
I thought it was a leaf too, but it's a. We have a bloody tampon. It did hit my head. Did anyone see that? Get that?
Good aim.
Tony.
Who was able to sneak in, whip a bloody tampon, and get away undetected? That person's like a fucking ninja with, that's on their menstrual cycle.
CIA agent.
Someone threw a tampon at me. No racism in Charlottesville? Well, then maybe you should get the fuck out of here later.
Soy bodies
everywhere.
Soy boys.
Soy boys are here.
Soy bodies are here. Did you all close your eyes?
Oh.
Yeah, this
hey,
is
what's
more
up, you fucking loser? Communist, get the
this is
fuck
more
out of our
Baked
country,
Alaska than I think
bitches.
I've ever watched.
Yeah, come up to me.
Before.
Come up to me, bitch. Yeah,
It
you
sucks.
won't. You won't.
He's
You're a
horrible.
pussy.
He's horrible.
Fucking pussy. We are taking this country back, guys. Nazis go home. What's up, guys? Smash that like button. Everyone get in here. You should probably be in the middle. I should be in the middle.
Smash our like button in honor of Baked Alaska going to prison for probably 10 years. I mean, that's what Trump said. If you do the kind of vandalism that that Baked Alaska did, minimum 10 years.
Mutiny says, "Come up to me and attack so I can whine about being a victim." Exactly.
Whoa, I got sprayed. I just got fucking sprayed. I just got fucking pepper sprayed. Oh, fuck.
Dude, keep your eyes open.
Oh, I got pepper sprayed.
Ha! He got pepper sprayed. Now he's gonna cry. I need milk. I need milk.
I got fucking pepper sprayed.
Thank you, guys.
I got fucking pepper sprayed. I need milk.
I need milk.
Give me a bottle of milk.
I need milk.
Mommy, give me milk.
I got it.
Gotta go. Keep streaming.
I am. I got
Yeah,
Keep
streaming.
Keep streaming me. Someone.
Yeah, they heard you, bitch.
I'm streaming.
So get someone to stream me.
I got it. I got it, Bakes.
I got
it. Right here. I got it.
Could you imagine being his little simp boy? What the fuck? What kind of wrong choices did you have to make in life to be in that position? To be not only a total follower, not a leader at all in your own life, but to be a follower of Baked Alaska. What's this guy doing now?
The amount of white supremacists that are like beneath like literally everybody else boggles my mind.
Yeah.
You don't think you could just get the best of the best? Like if it was just a bunch of like 300 looking Adonises, like Gerard Butler motherfuckers, just ripped as hell. Like if it was a lineup of Brad Pitt and Ryan Reynolds, all these big, gorgeous white men, and they were like, we're the best. I'm like, well, it's going to be hard to argue that one. But now this one, open and shut case. These are horrible incel human beings. It's
People
bad.
saying,
All right. Damn, that sucks.
I need more milk. I need milk. I need milk.
You do need milk.
I need
hope
milk.
you drowned it.
I need milk. I need
In Minecraft.
Milk. Keep streaming me. Someone.
I'm
Keep
streaming.
streaming me. I need the attention. I need the attention. Thank you, Dr. Duke. Thank you,
See
Dr.
this?
Duke. After Baked Alaska antagonized and harassed this man for a long time, accusing him of not liking white people, he tells Baked Alaska to get the camera out of his face. Oh.
Yeah.
With you, so I'm gonna tell you the truth how it is. That's how America is. Just how it is. I'm gonna be real.
You don't like white people?
So about this time.
You don't like white people?
Look, so about this time, you can bring these cops. You'll get the camera on my face and playing them cops. At this time, I'm gonna tell you.
What? Whoa, do not touch my phone. Excuse me.
You're gonna get that camera. You're gonna get that camera out my face at this time, or I'm gonna knock your ass out at this point. You're gonna get that camera.
I can film you. I can film you.
You need to go. You're gonna get the camera at this time.
We've already had this conversation.
I'm telling you, bro.
He threatened to. He grabbed my camera and told me to knock out. I'm not in his face.
I'm not in his face.
Yeah, he's
I'm
getting.
not.
He should get arrested.
I'm not in his face.
Go down there right now. Are you serious, man? This guy just grabbed my property. You don't care about that? Go down there right now.
He claims to support the police, but he makes their job harder, and he thinks they're going to side with him just because he's arguing with a black guy, I think.
Come on, officer.
And yeah.
Have my back, please. You're the only thing that keeps me from getting my ass beat right now.
Right
Please,
now, yeah.
please.
That's why he is not getting beat up.
Please.
What? You're gonna hear from my attorney. Okay. Go down there. Go down. He grabbed me, man. Go down there right now. Go down there right now. I don't want the company. Go down there right now. Just me. Just me. Go down there right now. That guy just came in my face. He came up.
He came in your face?
Milk. Give me more milk. Give me man milk.
He said he was gonna knock me out. You should care. You should care. He can't say. He can't say he's gonna knock me out and grab me. He can say what he wants. He can't. No, he can't. Death threats? Are you serious?
Death threats? Knockout is not death threat, Papa.
People can say whatever they want. They can say I'm gonna knock you the fuck out and grab your phone. They can do that. Leave me alone. No, answer me. Answer me. No, I don't care what you say. Leave me alone.
Thank you. That guy's like. Oh yeah, here's his video where he talks about how awesome the police are.
Where are you chanting?
He's such a fucking grifter, panderer, felcher loser.
It's fake news.
Remember me?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we went on a date like 5 years ago.
That's awesome.
She said that you were at the Charlottesville rally.
Yeah, I was.
You were white supremacist.
No, I'm not a white supremacist. I was at the Charlottesville rally.
What were you doing at?
It was a free speech rally.
Did you have a torch?
No. I'm not a white supremacist.
Yeah.
It's all on me. So why
He actually had girls willing to date him?
I mean, girls.
That girl was like, we went on a date 5 years ago?
Yeah, she was probably 5 years more naive. Like, girls go out with fucking losers all the time. It's what girls do.
like smear people? Let's go, babe. Come on.
He probably simped his way out and bought her 84 fucking dinners. Let's
I
go.
think you're a Nazi.
He doesn't even remember at all.
You ready?
Or maybe he does remembers how fucking embarrassing he was on the date and doesn't want to like bring any of it up.
No one gives me the bird and gets away with it.
What are you gonna do, Papa?
I gotta defend myself.
I didn't ask you part of this. I haven't said anything.
Nobody gives me the bird
Hey,
and gets away
oh,
with
we're
it.
on a public street, so you don't need to ask.
I do. I appreciate being on a fucking camera.
No, that's just the rules.
That's just the rules. I'm
You're
a
on
big,
a public
strong
street.
man.
So I can also punch you on the phone.
No, you can't do that.
Get the fuck out of my face.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't touch my property or me.
Pretty sure I can.
No, you gotta learn the law, man.
No. You gotta get the fucking camera out of my face.
I don't have to do shit.
Out of my face.
Whoa! What the fuck?
I asked you to get it out of my face.
You just broke my phone.
Not my problem.
You owe me a phone. Yeah, it is.
No, she doesn't owe you a phone. You owe her an ass whooping.
Yeah, he calls the cops on them. I remember watching
Oh my
this.
god.
Okay.
Oh.
I gotta call the cops. You just broke my phone. Wow. Look at this.
Call the cops.
Just broke my phone. iPhone 7.
Thank you for the donos,
Yeah.
squitters, titters. Somebody needs to save us from all this. Thank you, squitters.
You know, it's okay. He's kind of fun to goof on. He's
I
a
don't know.
clown.
I don't like.
Everyone, in honor of Baked Alaska doing hard time, please like the stream. It should be easier for us to surpass 400 likes just in honor of that alone. We're gonna get over 300 right now. That's happening instantly. I do want to ask also, if you use the Brave browser, check and see if you have any bats, and if so, send them our way. Here we go.
Yeah,
a little
you owe
more.
me a phone. All right, so how do I gotta file a police report here. Hey, I had a lady just assault me and break my phone, and I'm here in Hollywood, and the cops are on their way. She has to stay here. All right, so they're
She has to
letting
stay
him in
here?
the club right here.
Yeah, they're getting into the club. He's
Yeah.
not.
What's up?
Oh, did you hear about the incident?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the incident?
So what's up?
Oh, I was just wondering why they were standing over here and then they got skirted in by security.
So? No, but so what? I just don't understand what the point is here.
I'm saying it would be nice if you could cooperate with
No.
identifying
No.
the female.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want
Good. Good.
Because I don't want to. If you're videotaping in someone's face and they tell you to get out of their face, that is what it is.
I'm allowed to videotape on the public
100%.
sidewalk.
But then you also have to live with the consequences.
But you're not allowed to videotape in the Capitol building, Papa.
No, people can't do that. People can't grab your phone.
But you already got your police reports. You're good.
You can easily identify, get her name.
But why would I do that for you?
Why would you let someone in who just committed a crime? That's crazy.
I don't understand what crime is.
Vandalism.
Whoa,
They said
and
they
I
grabbed
wanna
my phone.
cry.
You can't grab someone's phone.
So that sounds like a misdemeanor crime and something that the police need to handle. It's nothing I can handle.
GG,
You're not gonna
Papa.
help?
Fuck no, I'm not going to help you, you fucking
Like, it could be
leech.
so simple. All right.
Also, I don't believe that you should be able to videotape just anyone. My personal opinion of it.
Well,
if you did it to
that's
me,
the
I'd
law.
do it too.
You would do that too?
100%.
You would smash my phone? Yes. Why? That is against the law. The GM of Playhouse said she would smash my phone.
Am I making you uncomfortable?
No. No.
Dude,
pre-COVID.
she's got to know people, right? Like she
yeah, because like this is the manager of a club in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Like I would.
You can tell by the Botox, she's got to be somebody.
I would have had him dealt with immediately after this. I'd have made some calls. There's a guy with a camera. He needs to be taught a lesson.
All right, it's not illegal.
Not illegal.
She didn't your personal space on, which makes people uncomfortable.
She's gonna blow cigarette smoke in his face. I like her. I like her.
But you've got to answer though, so you can now trot on your way.
All right, we're going this way.
Cool, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Are we gonna step together? How are we gonna do this?
Why are you doing that? Weird.
Get punked, dude.
This is weird.
You're a punk. You're a
So
punk.
weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird
All
to
right.
invade people's privacy and their personal
Oh, look at you get punked.
But not against the law. It's just weird.
All right, I'm trying to leave.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Punk.
All right, that was awkward.
You are awkward in your best moments, you loser.
Now he's at some kind of white nationalist rally.
We're gonna touch
Tiki
dicks.
torch rally.
This is the fucking Charlotte's.
Yeah, yeah. In their fucking lame ass white polo shirts. Wow.
It's really nice that his fucking book gets a final chapter that mirrors this with him in the Capitol building.
Yeah.
On his little fucking privileged pro tour. And then he gets inside of the goddamn Capitol building, breaks the law, breaks laws far bigger than any he ever called the cops on these people for. And hopefully he gets his just desserts and sits for a little while.
We got gas! We got gas! Oh, you don't think being racist against whites is a problem? No. I have a question.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Finish the cuck now,
Whoa! Holy shit. Guys, did you get that on camera?
He got so triggered, he fucking hit me in the head.
He hit me in the head. He
Hit me in
took
the
your
head.
hat off your head.
Hit me in the head.
Got this all on camera.
And then there's this little chunder fucking lover boy,
Hit me in the head.
Eric with the
We will
red
be
beard.
filing a lawsuit. We're proud to be white. Guys, pray for us. This is crazy out here. Keep us in your prayers. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Oh my god.
What's up, dude? You want to touch dicks? You want to tap tikis? You want to touch peepees? Let's go.
How much have you guys done to counter anti-white racism?
Black Lives Matter that call for the death of white people?
How is anyone going to be able to talk here? You got like 10 people all saying different shit at the same time to one person.
Oh, you don't think being
What
racist
have you done to preserve the white race, Ben?
Nothing. I don't give a
whites
shit.
is a problem? No, not in this
Oh
country.
my God!
Why are your buddies all neo-Nazis, Baked?
My buddies aren't. My buddies aren't.
You were marching with him. You were marching with him.
No.
Yes, you were.
No.
You will not replace us.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you are marching with neo-Nazis.
Yeah, the reason he didn't have a tiki torch because he was holding a selfie stick.
Not replace us.
And every time you call me a Nazi, I get more powerful. So keep it up. You're a faggot. Get the fuck out of here. This guy's stalking me. He's been following me. Yeah. Oh, look at him. He lost his ass.
Finish the cuck now, bitch boy.
Whoa.
Laughing at the guy for losing his hat and then attacking the guy for knocking his hat
This dude
off.
just fucking hit me.
Hey, get away from me.
He fucking hit me.
He
fucking hit
knocked
me.
your hat off, you little
got that on
fucking
tape, bitch.
drip. You goober drip.
He hit me in the face.
He hit.
Such
come on,
wholesome
dude.
content. Love ya, sweet boys.
I'm
Thank
telling you,
you.
Coop Car, this is not the sweet boy content I was expecting.
We're almost there. Oh, what?
Thank you, Coop.
What? This is wholesome content, okay?
See, I'm not ready to celebrate until I see him get booked and sit. It's like I'm watching this and I'm like, man, if this guy gets out, if this guy doesn't serve anything for that, I'm gonna be so hurt.
We're at 18%. We're trying to get to 33% in this episode. So if you guys want to throw us a couple bucks, help us get to 33%.
Yes, you did.
Get the fuck out of here.
Where's
Jeff
my
Bell.
hat? You were laughing at my hat.
You just your hat.
It's true.
Dennis, we're defending ourselves. He fucking hit me.
Who
Dude, the
defend ourselves?
SPLC got
Who
so
defend
triggered he
ourselves?
fucking hit me
Who
with the
defend
head.
ourselves?
That was SPLC? Yeah.
This is literally Baked Alaska overreacting to the tiniest little insecurity because he has the biggest victim complex. Because you are a victim, Baked. You live in a world where you believe you're superior to everyone else and you're actually inferior.
Oh, he's going to get a big dose of that.
You're
now.
a victim of your inferiority complex. And where you're going, probably will be a federal prison, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a federal crime. And he got out of going to jail so many times for being a total cunt in public to people. He got so lucky. And then he went and committed a federal offense, live streamed it. I mean, he's fucked.
Do you think they'll put him in like one of the cushy federal prisons?
No, I think they're putting him in prison, like the general prison population, federal prison.
He hit me! Oh God, my rights! My rights!
Another 13-year-old?
I met a girl earlier.
Oh, this was meeting her.
I met a girl.
Everyone, this is Kendall. I've been telling them about you.
What did you say?
I said I met a girl named Kendall. No, I said good things.
Thank you.
Walking her home.
The uncomfortable laugh.
Kendall, when are you going to invite Tim to meet your parents for dinner?
My mom was just here.
Okay. There's Blue Jam Cafe.
See?
Yeah, that's where I'm taking you. That's where I'm taking you for the day.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Somebody said "fuck her from behind."
Hey, stop! You're bad.
See, okay. See, he drops the act when he's trying to get laid, which is what's happening right now. He's dropping the act. He did the same thing with Aaron. His audience, like, was making him look bad in front of her. So he started, like, dropping the act. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a fake little fucking he's... I can't think of the words I want to say for him without saying words that I shouldn't say on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fine white lady. See? Nice. Good. Hey, chill.
Fucker in
Chill.
all three holes.
Wait, what's the third?
What the fuck?
What's the third, Papa?
All right, take care.
What?
I could think of a fourth one.
Yeah.
Maybe even a fifth.
Bye.
All alone.
Oh, he's mad at... Dude, he's mad. Because she was actually hanging out with him, too. That's the hilarious part.
But that's what girls will do to try not to escalate.
Right,
Like,
right.
she let him walk her home. Like, she didn't leave him because of that. If anything, if he would have played into it and been like, ha, and made it funny and more comforting, maybe he would have had a chance. But he played a little fucking bitch mode again. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking sit here for this little bitch.
I'm out.
Oh, he's butthurt.
You guys are cock blocks.
Is that true? They did you a favor, Papa.
You guys are cock blocks.
They made it so it wasn't awkward. They gave her an out that wouldn't have to be her saying, no, walk away, stop, I'm creeped. Her nervous laughter when you put your arm on her was sign enough. But you'd never be able to read those signs.
Say thank you, YouTube.
There's fucking Eric the Redbeard.
Get influence. I learned all my stuff from
Those
Brian,
fashy
though,
little
honestly.
fucking nerds. Oh, look at
Hey,
me.
I don't...
Oh, my God.
Hey.
Hey.
He asked a
we
question
get it.
and, they responded with a nice hail sig.
Hail Sig?
What is it called?
Are you dyslexic? He is dyslexic. Hail Sig.
Dude, I'm sorry I'm not informed of the Nazi...
Well, you watched The Greatest Story Never Told. Okay, but
He watched
People watched this shit.
Come on, guy. You watched The Greatest Story Never Told. You should know better. You should know. You should know it's Sieg Heil, not Heil Sieg. Oh my God. This is the biggest. This is like Star Wars nerds who are like, what? You called it Star Trek? No, it's Star Wars. How dare you? How dare you? You watched Wrath of Khan. You watched the Return of the Jedi. How dare you? They're fucking nerds, dude. But they're nerds based on white supremacy. It's 10 levels of stupid. You know how to preserve the right way, right? Preserve the right race, the white race. You know how to preserve the white race? Be a good human being. If you're white, just be a good human being. Guess what'll happen? Good things will happen to you. If you're worried about losing your footing in this world because you're white, you don't deserve to have footing in this world, you fucking pussy. You Boobry. It's okay to be a nerd about nerdy things. It's okay to nerd out on nerdy things. The problem with nerding on supremacy is it counteracts the idea of being a nerd. You can't be a nerd for supremacy. As much as you loved the Revenge of the Nerds movie, at best, once the nerds got supremacy, they became rapey, pie-hustling weirdos. Remember? You can't be a nerd about supremacy. It breaks the entire idea of being a nerd. The right ways. Remember when Captain Kirk defeated Darth Maul? Whoa. You've seen The Greatest Story Ever Told. That never happened. Fucking dude. One thing I like about white people, and I'll tell you this, is we enjoy mayonnaise. Fuck, this is so They're all goofball losers, man.
Yeah, I heard when I was going to the bathroom, I could hear you talking about, like, they mixed up Star Wars and Star Trek.
Yeah. Well, you just watched whatever the Hitler documentary was. You know it's Sieg Heil, not Heil Sieg. You know better. You just watched the film.
I think he said the greatest story never told.
Yeah.
That's a play on words from the old Jesus movie, The Greatest Story Ever Told.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Condensed version.
Okay, well, point is, Sieg Heil, you Hollywood Nazis. And,
You Hollywood Nazis.
Drink more beers, but,
all right.
Thanks. Always good seeing you guys. Great meeting you there, Mikey.
Later, brother. Arcmedia.org. Go there. Hollywood Babylon.
All right, guys. You saw it here first.
We will go away if we don't do something now. What up? I'm lit.
Hey.
I'm fired up.
Young Damien on the ground.
Dude.
Hey. What's up?
We gotta preserve the white race, bro.
No.
No? You don't like white people?
No, I hate white people.
Why?
White people are the worst.
You are a terrible person, man.
I'm an albino.
Wow. See, this is just really good to be
He's
home.
got owned by a 13-year-old in the back of his mom's Honda Civic.
Right.
Maybe Accord. Honda Accord. Forgive me. You got owned by a 13-year-old baked Alaska because you don't deserve the white race. Fuck preserve the white race. Earn your fucking spot, Papa. Or you're
here, and we'll get to them in a second. But man, it has been so good being home, just away from all the hustle and bustle in the big cities and all that, and getting back to my roots.
My roots. Whoa. Living with your parents' basement is what you mean, right?
It's a big ass. Is it a bear? Or no, it's
baby moose.
Moose.
This is Alaska.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
The moose walks away from Victor when he calls them.
That's a very small moose.
Hey,
those are little ones. A moose is fucking huge.
Me, I'm a Christian, and I think Christianity has been incredibly valuable to
he
white people.
Turned Catholic
It's been valuable to grifters, yes.
Just to guide us, Lord God, just to direct us, Lord God. When we don't know a specific direction to walk in, give us a general direction, Father. And God, rebuke.
Give us a genital infection, Father.
A genital infection.
Watching this, Lord God, that isn't you in their life.
Get that HPV vaccine, Father.
Trample over serpents, scorpions, over all powers of the enemy, that by no means it will not hurt you. Do not rejoice in this fact, rejoice in the names written in heaven.
That was sort of my 2017. Like, it was literally everything I was getting.
He should have just stuck. He had popular, like, debate streams amongst his target audience. You know, he should have just stuck to that. And him and Warski could have done Blow together and whatever.
Yeah, except they realized they don't like each other.
Well, they narked on each other.
Because Baked Alaska had to go get his little liberal girlfriend that didn't even like him, didn't stick with him, left him for Ice Poseidon. GG. Good game, you loser. You gave up your kingdom, and then you tried to go cuck Andrew Yang, and when that failed, you ran back to the white Taco Supremes. You goober fucking goofball.
Invited to,
and they took you because they got shit else going on because they're losers too.
Yeah, never mind. You're disavowed. You're disinvited. You know.
Yeah, you gotta get the fucking camera out of my face.
He got canceled for a minute there by his own side.
I asked you to get it out of my face.
You just broke my phone.
Not my problem.
You owe me a phone.
No.
Yeah, I did.
There's absolutely nothing. No reason why I got suspended. I just woke up. My Twitter account doesn't work.
Hey, chill.
Chill. All 3 holes.
Wait, what's the third?
What the fuck?
I didn't know there was a third. All right, take care.
Yeah, that's why she left him, because he didn't know there was a third. She's like, oh, you don't even know there's a third hole? There's no way I'm fucking you tonight. If you were all about the third hole, you could come on in, because I'm a butt slut for America. That's what she says. I can tell by the way she walks. She's a butt slut for America. And this guy didn't know about the third hole, and that's a problem. You fucking muppet. You loser, alt-right muppet.
Alt-right muppet.
Oh, anyways, I cannot wait to hear that he got at least, a year at least.
We'll see how quickly this progresses.
I just don't want to. I don't want him to get away after all the times he wanted to call the cops on people for little baby shit.
He's locked up right now for sure.
I would just love for him to sit and think about what he's done. That's all. I don't want him to get attacked in prison. I don't want to have to fight for his life because he picked the population that generally is underrepresented in prison, where he's going to go and be the minority for once, if he gets one of those prisons. They might put him in a cush ass prison too. Who knows? There are cushy prisons that are like high.
I don't think there's a reason why he would go to that. He's not anybody special.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Maybe they would say that his lawyer would argue that he's not safe. But guess what? Nobody's safe.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here.
The pig sticker, he
and
says.
I've been toying with the possibility of running for office, mainly because...
Oh, please do. Please do. You won't win, but I would love... That would be hilarious. Please do, Wild Bill.
He needs to do what's right. And one of the best things for America is to take down dirty congressmen. Well, tell me what you think of the Wild Bill Pig Sticker Fund. This is a plan to offer a $1 million cash reward to any congressional staffer who comes forward with information that leads to the arrest and conviction of any member of Congress. Bill, why do you call it the Pig Sticker Fund? Well, because the Congress of the United States has degenerated into a bunch of pigs who feed at the trough of our tax dollars, making a terrible mess as they do. And after seeing what scumbag politicians have done and are continuing to do to this country, somebody has to break the stranglehold that the Democrats and Republicans have on America. And the only way to break the stranglehold is to offer something different from the standard politicking that has given us nothing but moral and ethical filth and corruption. And the way things have been going in the FBI and other federal agencies, I would like the pig sticker program to be extended to apply to the FBI and CIA agents as well. And while we're at it, the pig sticker program should also apply to federal judges. With the pig sticker program hanging over their heads like the sword of Damocles, I bet no federal judges would have visited Epstein's pedophile island.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all so ridiculous. I don't even know how to respond to it.
I'm for the pig sticker. I just don't think that he should be the one holding the fucking claws.
And just to make it more fun, the pig sticker program would demand maximum sentences for all convictions unless the dirty politician testifies truthfully about the other members of Congress, which leads to more convictions for political corruption. It is painfully clear that the corruption that's wrecking our nation will never be stopped unless we start doing something different. And the pig sticker program would be a really good start.
The problem is your guys' something different was Donald Trump, who just openly was fucking egregious against things.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't help. You guys went for the one thing that you thought was going to change the system. Donald Trump, he's not a politician, not a soldier. He wasn't a military man.
He went to military boarding school. That's the closest thing.
First time ever there wasn't a president that was a politician or at least in the military.
Yeah.
And he gets in, and you think because he's a businessman, but then you look at the history of his business.
His businesses never really did that well.
Some of his most high-profile buys, the Grand Central Plaza in New York City, that happened in the late 80s when he was popping. That lasted 2 years before it went bankrupt. He had $489 million worth of investor money went fucking dummy. And it's just been a series of grifts and shills up to the point where he would battle in law everybody who would say that his businesses fucked him over. He'd spend big money up until he became president. He had to take his first loss with the Trump University that was in civil courts for some time before that. So he dropped that, took
and
the
that was like an MLM.
Multi-level
everything. Marketing.
If you like the sound of the pig sticker program, please pass this video on to others and help me push things forward.
No, that's not happening. No one gives a shit about you.
The people that I see that are most uptight about the masks, women, gay people. Those are the two groups.
So you?
But which one of the two?
I'm wrong. That are the most uptight about the masks that I see on social media is specifically white women and gay people. Those are the ones that are gonna shake you down and give you a hard time if you're not wearing the mask.
Oh, okay.
And they're like the epitome of controlled, over-socialized. Like, understand that the people at the top, these like blood-sucking leeches that sit...
Maybe it's just people who don't want to get sick and they just assume you go everywhere without a mask.
They should stay... Like, the only people who should be concerned about people not wearing masks are the ones that are supposed to run the businesses these people are going into without masks. When someone walks into a restaurant or a store or whatever without a mask...
Yeah, they don't want to get
say,
shut down.
no, turn around. You're not welcome here. Put your fucking mask on or don't come in. If you're out in public and someone's not wearing a mask, you should stay the fuck away from them. Don't engage.
They would love nothing more for the entire population to be women and gay men. Because this like feminized, castrated part of the population are the most easily controlled. You know, if you don't have balls...
Your fan base?
You're the most easily controlled, not the Catholics.
The castrated, yeah.
Basically, sorry if this is graphic all of a sudden, but if you don't have that and are like using it and like, but you know what I mean? If you're not like masculine, if you're not like an actual like red-blooded man, then you're going to turn into one of these like dress-wearing, like makeup-wearing slaves to the system. You think that slavery will be cool, like in the Soviet Union, where you're like this giant ripped, and you're like, you know, mining in the gulags in Serbia, wiping sweat off, but you got frostbite on your ears, but you're jacked, and you got ripped sleeves, and you're mining away in the gulag. That's not what slavery is going to look like. Slavery is going to look like you as a man.
I always get told that we just don't get Nick's impeccable sense of humor. the Groiper trolls that get butthurt every time we talk about their little leader or whatever you want to call them.
I think I am Nick's impeccable sense of humor. Big sweaty men hammering away. I love it. Yeah.
And are going to have tits, and you're going to be wearing makeup, and you're going to be in like some kind of androgynous outfit, and you're going to be like sitting in an office all day.
Sounds like me.
You know, that, like, they would all like us to be like James Charles. They want us to be like the makeup community on YouTube. They would like us to be
James
like
Charles could
Billie
kick
Eilish.
Fuente's ass.
They want all of us to be on drugs and in shopping malls, and that's what they want from us. So I see the mask thing, and that is like the prototype of the kind of population they're trying to create. That's like the petite bourgeoisie that they want to create.
Bourgeoisie.
Not a middle class of men and women and families. They want like a petite bourgeoisie of that class of people.
Bon
you know?
appetit.
The same types that are lecturing about the masks. You don't even have to be gay totally, but just like gay acting, just like a faggot, just like a beta male.
The projection.
You know, like soy boy cuck, you know,
Soy
archetypal.
boy.
They want that class of individuals. That's what they want white people to be. They want us to be totally emasculated, without racial consciousness.
You know what I want white people to be?
Socks.
You know what I want white people to be so happy they don't have to complain about other people's lives. You fucking loser.
Dude,
You
docile,
dork.
that is what they want. And that's what it is. It's about getting people to jump through hoops and self-policing each other, you know. Society would be better off if people like that just got punched in their face. You know, I swear, if one of those...
I seriously think that they should at least look into what Nick Fuentes did at the Capitol that day and what he said and how many of his followers, the people that were with him, went into the Capitol, because incitement is an issue. This was incited not only by Trump and Giuliani and Trump Jr., but by people like Nick who have followings of thousands that were there.
I think that would be fine and dandy, but Nick is calling for people to get punched in the face right now, thinking they deserve a punch in the face. I think if somebody cries about being punched in the face and it turns out that they only had their hat flipped off the top of their head, then the atonement for lying about being hit is getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Baked Alaska complained about his getting hit when he got his little hat knocked off his head. At that point, we should be able to punch those type of people in the face because they wanted it. They wanted so bad to be the victim.
Women comes up to me in Walmart telling me to wear a mask. I'm going to tell them I'm not wearing the mask. I'm going to say, no, I won't wear the mask. I'm not going to do anything else. But
then
collectively, those people basically just need to be feared by real men. You know what I mean? Like, I saw a video the other day of there was this Chad boomer with this huge gut, and he just looked awesome. He just had this gut spilling out in his jean shorts, just hanging out at Walmart like looking at paint. And these two women start filming him for not wearing a mask. And he's like, you guys are idiots! Whoa, what a joke! You know, and he was so, I don't know what the word is, indignant. And we need that. We need people like that collectively to rise up and make those people fear us.
Yeah, Nick's definitely a cubby.
Oh, shit.
Nick's a cubby. Oh, this big-bellied bear Chad looking like a frickin' Adonis with his chubby tubby belly.
Check this.
Get your hands off of me. You are kidnapping me. I will personally...
The cops are just there to remove her from the establishment because she doesn't have a mask on. That's the problem. All she had to do was either put on a mask or leave.
Take your hands off of me. You don't have the right, sir. Get your hands off of me. I've done nothing wrong. I am not a criminal. Get your hands off of me. Get your hands off of me. No.
Ma'am.
That's a violation.
Ma'am.
Take your hand off of me. Sir.
Don't come behind me.
You need to read the Constitution. You need to read the Constitution.
My favorite thing about this is it's a restaurant, and usually once you sit, you're allowed to take your mask off anyways. So she had to have been a mega fucking bitch to get all the way to her seat and still have to be removed.
Yeah.
Because, cause anybody else sits down, unless this place is closed for sit-down business. That's a whole different story. But like to get to this point, she had to be a mega bitch just to get to this point. And she's being asked to leave. Leave.
This is so illegal.
Leave.
You take your hands off of me, sir. I am not a criminal. I've done nothing wrong.
I'm asking you to
And I'm asking you to get your hand off of me. I'm asking you to take your hand off of me.
$35,000 fine for her, too.
Take your hand off of me.
You know how many times I've left an establishment because the police told me to? Every fucking time.
I don't want your hand off me. You're violating my personhood. I have my First Amendment rights. Look at this. You get this? You get this? I'm asking him to take his hand off of me. He has no right to kidnap me. This is kidnapping. You are. Let go of me. Let go of me.
I'm happy to step out.
This is because the police department are ignorant of the constitutional rights. This is why this man has his hand on me, and he's on my personhood, and I have the right
on my
to protect
personhood.
my personhood. No, sir, take your hand off of me.
You have the right to leave, mama.
Steal my purse. Now he's stealing my
You
purse.
silly fucking woman. Get out of there. Yes. Now my guy comes in with the bald white head, rips her up out, says, this is not how we do it around here.
You see this? This is illegal.
This is illegal.
That's illegal.
Shame on you.
Are you filming this? Yes, I am. Are you filming
Yes,
this?
I am.
Stop it! You cannot arrest me. I've done nothing illegal. I have done nothing illegal. What have you been arrested for? Stop it! Stop it!
I think at this point it'd be trespassing because they told you to leave and you didn't.
This scream.
Put your arms back. Stop resisting.
Let go! I am not under arrest.
You don't get to decide that.
Leave me alone.
If it was as easy as just being like, no, I'm not under arrest.
Oh, you're right. Better let you go. We made a mistake.
I'm not under. Was that like a Jedi mind trick attempt right there?
I guess we're not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, here's Trumpster Bob. Haven't seen him in a little bit. I think this is still an older video. I don't think Trumpster Bob's been putting out many videos lately.
He's just living the mansion life, retired.
Sure thing.
What the hell's going on, America? How Hitler, Biden.
I feel like he knows it's not Heelsig.
Regime. They cheated in the election. They won the fucking election. And not only that, they cheated in the Baltimore election. That's a fact.
Fact.
There's no way Kim Klacik don't win that election. Like, no way.
You know Kim Klacik?
I know why. Yeah, I know why he's saying that.
No way she don't win that election.
I know why he's saying that because he's got a crush. I'm guessing
he likes Kim Klacik.
He said he would vote Democrat if Simone Biles would go out on a date with him and sleep with them and stuff.
That's so weird.
Yeah, he has.
She's like what, 19, 20, 21? She's got to be super young.
She's an Olympic.
They're just always so young when they compete. So maybe she's in her fucking mid-20s by now. I just think of her as like a young gymnast. And I'm probably just
Some
old.
of them look younger than they actually are. It like stunts your growth. Some are actually teenagers, but like I remember there's been a few gymnasts that looked like they were 14, 15. She's 23 now.
Yeah.
But there were gymnasts. I remember.
Oh my God, she's 4'8".
Yeah. Yeah, it like stunts their growth. Training in gymnastics like stunts your growth, and there's a lot of gymnasts that looked like they were younger teenagers that ended up being like late teens, early 20s, just because of the nature of the training and how like the effect it has over your body. They're strong as hell. It's a really strange thing to train in.
Hell, and there's no way in hell they retake the house after all their shenanigans and bullshit. No chance of that happening.
That's what you got. No
So I
chance
gotta
in
hand
hell.
it to them crooked fucking mafia motherfucking Democrats who pull off a cheek all the way through the goddamn country.
Mafia Democrats.
But let the American people know at least that they are now under the Chinese communist and mafia communist rule. Americans no longer own this country.
Americans
We're done.
We never
as a free
capitalism, dude.
Capitalist nation.
Oh,
Done.
the capitalism you're talking about means we didn't own shit, dude. You realize out of the top 3 businesses in the world, 2 of them are Chinese. That capitalism means China has been number 1 and number 3. Is that it? I think 3 out of the top 5 are Chinese.
Who owns most of the land in the United States?
Is it most? Is it really most? Or they bought a lot of the land, but I don't think China owns most of the land.
That's not what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
The U.S. government owns most of the land. If we were just like this capitalist utopia, we'd be able to buy. There'd be way much more land for sale.
But a lot of the land is for sale is bought up quickly by like the Chinese recently. You get these Chinese investors that come in with cash and just swoop in whenever a property goes up. At least in this area, I don't know if it's like that across the United States. But in Seattle, if you're
there's Chinese investors that invest in real estate and other things in the U.S.
Yeah,
give that up.
Capitalism is why China is owning America.
Yeah.
Well, really, if you think about it, with 80% of the world communists, how in the hell is a great capitalist nation like America supposed to be victorious in this type of battle?
Well, you be victorious by not sending your working class jobs to China, building China up as an actual competitor to the United States, and now China is like the new middle. China has the new middle class. That's where our middle class went when it dwindled. It went to China. That's why we don't have the made in China stickers that often anymore. We go to whole other countries for third world labor. The made in China is stuff that's automated. You really don't have the number of slave shops, sweatshops.
Yeah,
you don't have that number coming from China anymore. It's other countries that haven't developed like China, like they used to be, and that's because we sold our middle class out over there, and now we're bringing it back here because the wages are smaller and it's easier to make here and not ship. But really, it's easier to just send the labor to prison, make the Americans in prison do the slave labor. Capitalism.
We got ancient money working against us. Do you know what that means? Ancient money.
Ancient money?
Okay.
Like ancient Egyptian money?
Old money?
I think he means old money, but like he's saying ancient. I'm like, oh, what are they paying with like Roman coins or something?
We're talking about these coins got hieroglyphs on them.
Yeah.
Can't buy an ice cream sandwich with these.
Nicolas Cage came and gave me some after he got the national treasure.
America was going to be victorious.
Indiana Jones.
Even though capitalism does work, it is the better way to go for the people. People don't care, man. Once you make them poor and you get rid of the jobs, it's all about give me free, give me free, give me free. I want everything free. A spoiled little brat.
It is nice getting things for free.
What are they supposed to do? For one, what are they supposed to do when they don't have jobs? And two, is it for free when everything that's happening, all these stimuluses are going to be paid back to us in 20, 30 years? Our grandkids are going to pay for this shit on top of everything else that was passed through? Like, it's not free. We all go into debt as Americans. $80,000 per American, $236,000 of debt per tax-paying American.
Sure. The alternative is like face one of the worst like homelessness crises ever.
Yeah, and we're already facing crises called poverty.
Right.
A crisis is called there's not enough jobs to go around. Capitalism is broken because it's running out of opportunity. These are the problems we face.
Yeah. Time to give out some money. It's time for the government to be the Mr. Beast of America. Give out some money.
And that is how America voted. If America, where do you go from here? And that's what you want to know, isn't it? What are we going to do?
Do you have an answer, Trumpster
tell you
Bob?
what you're going to do.
Tell me.
You're going to be poor. You're not going to get any free anything.
Nothing
Because
is actually
the elite
free.
in charge
I mean,
could care less about you. They just wanted your stupid vote.
And you think that was going to change either side? You thought Trump was
And
really
laugh
there
like,
for you?
Oh, yeah. If you need a doctor's care, your doctor's going to be a 2-bit fucking wino from the side of the street.
well, how the fuck do you know this?
I mean,
Like literally. Drugs? Do you want some cocaine?
Yes.
How about some heroin?
Okay. Wow, Trumpster Bob's
Oh,
a,
you can give
a
up having
pusher.
children because they're going to be abducted and sold into sex slavery over there in the
You
Middle
got some
East.
crazy fantasies,
Girl
Trumpster
or
Bob.
boy.
worst case scenario, Bob.
I mean, it is what it is, folks. You guys voted for this. This must be what you want.
No, because no one thinks that's going to happen except for your crazy ass.
Look, if it wasn't in a post-apocalyptic world where they're kidnapping the children and drugs run rampant in the streets, we wouldn't have voted for Trump either. It had to be this. We had to choose the fucking goofball that they based Biff Tannen off of in Back to the Future 2. We had to choose him to save us, or else we would literally be selling our children into slavery and eating their organs with adrenochrome sundaes.
It's time for a little maptism. I find this interesting. They basically show what percentage of the land in each state is owned by the federal government. So, like, Nevada is almost totally federal land.
Yeah, but that's because there's all this empty, unincorporated.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why the West is like that, because
It's
they
so
were
hard
already
to incorporate.
before the government expanded with land ownership. Most of the eastern side of the country was already spoken for, and then there's a lot of farms and shit in the Midwest that is empty land, but they grow shit there.
I'm surprised how much of Texas is private. Like, that's
Yeah.
wild. Because Texas is huge.
Yeah, because people have been living there for a long time. It's the same thing with Oklahoma. And there's agriculture going on there too. But yeah, every state, from the mountain time zone to the Pacific time zone, all of those states are like, upwards of 30% federal land ownership. And
Montana is lower than Washington.
You know what's interesting about Montana is that Ted Turner, I think he still is, but at one time he was the world's largest private landowner, and he owns a ton of land in Montana and Colorado. It's pretty insane. He'll just buy land and make it like wildlife preserve area.
Branded as the one who ran. What do you do when you're branded and you know you're a man?
Let's do this.
We're deciding dump Ivanka. We're deciding that we will shop where Ivanka shops. What is showing on here?
We are all here to close our accounts, or to let you know, for those who are cash shoppers, that we will no longer be shopping.
They're like canceling some charge cards that they have because they stopped carrying Ivanka brand fashion. I think that's what's going on.
Going to Dillard's.
Is it Marshall's?
Headed to Dillard's to buy all kinds of stuff. Yes, I do. I was actually a former employee for a number of years, and I've been shopping at Nordstrom's for 30 years. And because of your decision to drop Ivanka Trump, I will no longer shop at your store.
Okay.
Nor will my husband or our 9 children.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really going to hurt them.
Or our 9 children.
I'm sure they're really going to go bankrupt.
Those 9 kids were definitely going to buy fucking Nordstrom's brand Dickie Doos.
Those 9 kids were going to keep this family was going to keep Nordstrom in business, and now they're going to have to close.
Nordstrom was probably going to close anyways. Department stores are so old. Like,
if they close, it's not because this bitch and her family stopped shopping there.
I'll give you that, Ben, but you have to admit, 9 children,
8 grandchildren.
That's a hit. Even Nordstrom's is going to.
I think she said 8 grandchildren too.
Shit.
How the fuck can she walk though?
Yeah, her pussy must be destroyed.
Yeah, if she runs fast enough, it whistles. Yep.
In the beginning,
there
was nothing.
Heyo. I want to catch
Some scary moments for.
I don't know why it's playing shit. Anyway,
this is the fucking doo-doo baby.
Doo-doo baby.
Oh yeah, the Cool Karens Club. Stop it. Stop it. They're not cool. Ah.
All right. Here we go.
Have some of my birthday money.
Yay!
Sweet boys.
Thank you.
Happy
Okay,
birthday,
so now we
Fixel.
only need 11 more % to reach the goal for this show. A very rare Sunday show.
Very rare.
And I was like, hey, if we can reach 33% on this first episode, we'll be a third of the way there. We can, try to get another 33 tomorrow. Because I think a lot of you may not normally get to see this live, and Sunday's your day off. So
it's a very special day.
It's a special occasion. All right.
Super chats do not count towards the goal.
They do not.
Brad.
Super chats do not
Unfortunately.
count. Unfortunately.
Streamlabs is the goal.
Streamlabs is the goal.
A roll call will have to be back again. There's some family business going on.
Yeah,
at the
Joe
house.
is busy.
At the house.
Joe was busy.
Joe is planning a little surprise party for Biden, if you know what I mean.
What is up, fellow YouTubers? What's up, Exhumed? What's up, Richie Wright? Typical Josh late for his own live stream. I'll start whenever the fuck I want.
Got him.
Oh, and a friend of mine whose birthday's...
The post show will return tomorrow. We've already ran long today, and we're probably going to go for like another half hour or so. So the post show will return. We haven't done it in a little while, except for the one on Twitch recently. So we're going to do that. And we've Billy sent me this horrible looking movie. We're going to do our movie review one of these, well, before the end of this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coming up, but unfortunately I'll be spending a little bit of the money I've made shipping the carpet pieces first, and then after I get the carpet pieces shipped out, booyakasha.
Carpet pieces?
Is my bank balance still in the negative? No, it is not. No, it is not. I took care of it. I made sure it wasn't in the negative. No, actually, I took care of it.
Worst choice he ever made financially was to turn off TTS.
Sales I had.
I was like, Cobra's going to be rich eventually here.
He would have
Hey,
been.
Cobes, how's the dating going? Oh, I haven't had a girlfriend in 3 years, but I'll find one eventually. It's just a matter of time and patience. Tinder works for some people, and for some people it doesn't.
Yeah, because you got to post a picture.
Online dating, it just doesn't work for me. And I'm not going to do what you say, especially if you're calling someone a dumbass.
We should try and get a hold of H3H3 and have him use Cobes as his next bachelor.
Oh, does he do a bachelor?
Yeah, he
thing?
does a bachelor.
Yeah, let's do
That would
it.
be great.
Let's do it.
Let's get Cobes for bachelor on
We can
H3H3.
remind him that he helped us out when we got demonetized. You know?
Let's get Cobes for the next
Am I on
bachelor.
Grindr?
Let's do
No,
it.
I'm not.
Give him a nice
I've ever
girl.
had a threesome? No, I haven't. We're not here to talk about that shit.
We're not here to talk about
That
what I
weather,
haven't
though,
had.
is
Makes me sad.
pretty crazy.
I have had a $60 pizza from Domino's, though.
It
GG.
goes into 4 years. Oh, wow. You know? When I find the of-age girlfriend of my dreams, that goth chick that I
He
want,
always throws in the of age. It's like suspicious when someone feels the need to let me know. Like, that should be assumed since you're an adult man that it is of age. Like, you throwing it in sounds weird. I don't know.
out there. You just gotta wait, you know. A lot of people were talking mad shit when I got kicked out of my old apartment. They were talking mad shit, and then I got a new apartment, and they all shut the fuck up after that. Well, getting a girlfriend's no different, right?
Yeah, that's very different.
Did they shut up?
Getting kicked out of your old apartment and then having to move to a new one and having your dad help you out so you weren't homeless or have to move back home with him is way different than you convincing a girl to let you put your penis in her.
That's what I'm here for. I'm going to be his wingman. And like, people didn't shut up when you moved out of the house. You turned off TTS. You've ignored it.
Yeah.
That's all. Papa, when you get a girlfriend, they're just going to try and split you up from her. That's what they're going to do. They're going to troll until she leaves you.
That's their goal.
That's what they're going to do. I disagree with it. I think we should find a nice woman that loves and supports him and gives him lap dances and fucking bakes him cheeseburger pizzas or what the hell the fucking guy eats. Let's go.
Cheeseburger pizzas. So of course people are...
Cheeseburger pizzas.
Let's go. Let's make him cheeseburger pizzas. Nice little housewife.
Oh my God.
Runs around, probably leaving a slug trail around the house. He can't be too greedy. Little goth girl slug trails and cheeseburger pizzas.
Fuckers are going to be eating your words. Going, damn, Cobra, how'd you get such a hot girlfriend?
Okay, Cobes, but if we eat our words, we're going to eat them like the fucking burger you eat like an apple.
He's like, they're going to be like, damn, Cobra, how'd you get such a... Dude, she could be like literally the hottest woman they've ever seen, and they'll still goof on you. They'll goof on you.
They'll be like, he paid or he paid.
Yeah,
or
something like that.
How much?
Or they'll say she's ugly anyway.
She's mentally unstable. She's slow.
Right.
They're not gonna stop.
Yeah, they're never gonna be like, oh yeah, Cobra was right all along.
Oh, gotta buy us. They're gonna be like, well, we gotta go run out and buy some tactical soap now.
Once you understand
shit works
and come to terms with no matter what you do, they're gonna make it negative, and anything you do that's actually negative, they're gonna exaggerate it. Once you are at peace with that, then you cash in, Cobes.
I think we will have Vosh back on again, do it live.
Yeah, I try not to ask him too much, like, you know, but
I should become Hitch for all the ne'er-do-wells online that can't get girls.
Waiting patiently helps.
I should help Cobes.
Plenty of chicks want me anyway, so...
But, like, what do you mean waiting? Do you think one's just going to randomly knock on your front door? You got to go out and meet people.
I'm not worried about it.
That's why I got to swing in.
Old man,
Save
huh?
the day.
Yeah, I'm so old, I'm almost 30. Well, I'm getting up.
I cannot believe you're younger than me by like 10 years. You are 10 years younger than me. That is fucking crazy.
He's lived a crazy life. You know how much he's lived from his couch.
Yeah.
They're an age, he said sarcastically. Oh, the 12s don't have talk to text shit messages on this live stream, do they?
You should give it to them.
Yes,
make some money.
do it.
Make some money.
Yeah, you can go in and like I don't think he understands that like he can go in and put in words that are bad that he really doesn't want to come through in the TTS. But then, like, if someone's just like, you're fucking ugly, just let them do that. Whatever. Fuck them. They paid you to tell you were ugly.
Love your videos. Keep with the good work. See, Mr. Green, the Psycho Killer, just paid us to tell us we were ugly. Well, no.
He didn't.
They love the videos. Keep the good
If
work.
someone wants to send in a dono to tell me I'm ugly, I'm fine with that. I'm 100% fine
Just don't tell me I'm ugly, because then you'd be a liar.
Boo-hoo. I'm not worried when the dry spell is going to end at this point. I'm more focused on establishing my YouTube career.
My dude, the fuck the dry spell. You got wands. You cast Why are you saying dry spell? You wear tactical soap. You got wands. You're.
I mean, he's just proof that witchcraft doesn't work, right?
It sucks. Or maybe he used witchcraft for ill-gotten gains, and he's paying for it now. You know that black magic has a price you pay.
I could make $3,000 just doing YouTube videos every month. I'd be happy with that. You know?
He refuses to use his powers for his own benefit. I knew I loved him. What a good guy. He refuses to use his powers for his own benefit.
I have a girlfriend.
He's a good witch.
Just how life works, man. You show up to the bar to have a drink, and they're like, wait, aren't you that one YouTuber, King Cobra JFS? Why, yes, I am. Is it true you make $3,000 a month doing videos? Somewhere around there, yeah. That's pretty sweet, dude. Yeah, speaking of, can I buy you a drink? Oh. And people give me shit about doing gender relation rants, but I think doing gender relations rants, you know, is a much better use of my time than sitting around whining all the time because, oh, I haven't gotten the more thing. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I like
And you're not even the real me, dude. If you think my content sucks, then why are you watching it? Hey, you know what? I'll do you a favor. You think my content sucks? Seems like you're so obsessed with me and you can't get it out of your head. Bam.
Can't get it out of my
Don't let the
head.
depression of the dating scene get to you, because honestly, it's not worth it. I spent the first year and a half, almost 2 years of my dry spell being pretty depressed about it. Towards year 3, I started to come to terms with it and realized that I'm tired of being depressed because I haven't gotten none. And I refuse to let society make me feel like shit because I don't have someone. Fuck that. I can't show you my hog. This isn't that kind of website. And if I was lucky enough to land a sweet of-age goth chick of my own trust and belief, she'd be the queen of my empire. Not that that means anything.
Do you women at home
Being
hear
a YouTube
this?
celebrity has its perks.
Do you not hear this? You could be the queen of the Cobes empire. You could be the Casper, Wyoming, Winona Judd, running around, living that high life on a upwards of $3,000 a month income from YouTube, from the tubes. You could do it, girls.
It's
Winona Judd.
This is my next piece of advice. Focus on the people who want you versus the people who don't. It's less depressing that way. You know, you got like 5 or 6 chicks that want you, but you want this one chick and she don't want you. Maybe those 5 to 6 chicks ain't the prettiest, but
This
they
is
want
some
you,
weird
you know?
rationalization going on.
I'm a good-looking dude. I may be a YouTube celebrity, but I'm being realistic here. I'm not gonna pull a supermodel. That's just not gonna happen. Not unless I have my dream house, in which case maybe I could probably pull some guitar strings. All pun intended.
Once he gets his dream
let's
house,
be
maybe he'll get the
realistic
supermodel.
At the same
But
time,
not
there's
here.
no reason why I can't pull a good-looking girlfriend. I'm a good-looking dude. I have a lot going for me. And my YouTube is starting to take off. It did go up to like 20,000 and then it dropped. The biggest misconception that a lot of people who are disabled, like myself, and being disabled comes in many different forms, mind you. But the biggest misconception about disabled people is that we can't find a date because we're disabled. That's bullshit. Or that we have to settle for less.
He always
because
plays the
we're
I'm disabled card.
bullshit as well. All it would take is a smoking hot goth chick who was a fan of my videos and was totally what I was looking for in a girlfriend, and it'd be game over. I'm just saying, if I landed a smoking hot goth chick in the next couple of months, you know, people's heads would roll. They'd
What's he
be like,
drinking? Does he sound a little tipsy?
I'm sure he's got something in that mug.
What? And if she didn't want to be a part of my YouTube, she wouldn't have to be, you know? That's just the thing of it.
If she just wanted to
But if
fuck
she
me
wants
and
to
not,
be, I give her
not be
a
in my
fair warning
videos, it's
that,
cool
yeah,
too.
people who follow me are pretty cool for the most part, but there are some dickheads out there that'll try to fuck with you because you're looking past my Asperger's and going, You know, that goth dude's a pretty chill guy. I'll give him a
That
chance.
goth
You know what
dude.
I'm saying? Kind of thing. Yeah. A chi ball. Like that. Right there. You saw that form right there.
No.
That chi ball.
Yeah, if you're gonna
cheese ball,
it's cheese ball.
If you're gonna troll somebody on a dating website, that's pretty fucked. You know, true love is hard to find, and a lot of people. This is why I don't do online dating, because of that comment right there. Imagine trolling him on Tinder. Imagine being such a scumfuck that you're like, okay, this guy's got autism. He's a decent guy, just trying to find his of-age companionship female friend, you know, like a lot of us out there. And let's fuck with him. Never mind the fact that I'm struggling to find someone too. I don't care. This is way more fun. That's my impersonation of my trolls. Just
It's the impression that I get. Those gotta be
banned
Cubs
the
trolls.
fucker who commented that, so it don't matter who said it.
I like
You
that
guys-
Just another
impersonation.
faceless nobody.
If you guys troll Cobes, that's what you look like.
Thank you for watching this night stream. I'll catch you cool cobras later. Subscribe for more.
I'll catch you cool Cobras later. Subscribe for more. That was cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
So, what's her name? Marina Orlova. She took down a bunch of those crazy videos that
I
were
bet,
just like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. I have a few of them downloaded.
Those little jewels, little gems.
Yeah.
Think did they go popular this week or something? Like
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, she has.
when did they come down? Like this week?
Yeah, like within the last, like pretty frequently over the last month or two.
So before we started looking at them, they were coming down?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not our fault. I want to make sure we didn't run her off the internet.
I don't think so.
I want to make sure. I don't want our lol cows to leave the internet unless they're Jared Genesis level of sick. I'm happy with
Or
him being
Lucian Autobot.
I kind of don't know about him. I kind of wish there was some more corpse meege around. Corpse meege.
Corpse meege.
It wouldn't be too bad. If anybody wants to send in a $1,000 donation, I will put my man boob on Ben's head. No. Sorry, Ben. You're gonna wear it as a hat. We gotta hit that 1,000 dono goal.
I don't
Ben's
think that's gonna
wear
happen.
My titty as a hat.
I think in like 5 minutes or so, we're gonna wrap.
We're gonna rap about titty hats?
No.
My name is Billy and I got a tit hat. Well, Ben, my name is Ben and I'm giving you a tit. Shit, I don't know. I can't. I lost my ability to rap.
You did.
Thank the tit hat. The tit hat. God bless the tit hat. Welcome to the rivers of Lake Minnetonka.
That's from Purple Rain.
Purple rain. Purple rain.
We watched that shit.
It was cute.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
This is what it sounds like when Doug cries. And then Doug TenNaples just like, he's got no reason to cry. He's doing great right now.
No, yeah.
He's like, I don't even believe in COVID. Yeah, my parents got it. My family's got it. It's nothing.
He sent me some. He sent me a DM with some mask propaganda, like
Yeah.
anti-mask propaganda. I was just like, oh, okay.
I like wearing masks so that I can like hide my real emotions from people. When I'm standing in line at the grocery store, usually I have to smile at the checker, but now I can be like, behind the mask.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I've never actually done that. I think sticking my tongue out under the mask wouldn't work either. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, any Streamlabs to read?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
And the Mr. Green, the Psycho Killer, says, love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Do it live. Love the last show with Vosh. Hope you do another. I think we will. Brady Spanners. Sorry it's not more. Still waiting on Amazon to refund me $50, so I'm broke. Good to see you two made it this far. Yeah. Glad you're back with us, Bernie. It's been a while. DJ Fix Soul gave us that birthday money. Happy birthday again, Fix Soul. Majorly Awesome. So I think the phrase you were looking for is aggrandizing. I can't even pronounce
Aggrandizing.
it. Self-aggrandizing or saturated with bitch-assness. I like that one the best. He's saturated with bitch-assness. Fat Old Guy gave us some love. Thank you again. Coop Car gave us the big love for the wholesome content. Thank you for being a sweet boy to the Sweet Boys, Coop Car. Squitters Titters again gave us that big love. Felt bad you had to watch Baked Alaska. That dude's content is unwatchable. Have a dono for your efforts. Appreciate it. Major Lee also said DP and Dairy Queen. A combo so sweet. I'm losing teeth by the second. Tone it down a little. A little less sweetness, please. We tried. Justin B says, haven't listened to you in years, but I'm digging it. You have a new sub tonight. Thanks for entertaining me, gentlemen. You're very welcome, Justin. Thank you for hanging with us. I'm glad that you caught us on this rare Sunday show. Chris Xavier gave us that big love earlier, and I think that ties us back into all the recent donos.
All right.
The donos. Purple rain. Purple rain. Perfect time to get braces. Yeah, I thought about that. Get to wear a mask and pop out one day with a smile.
Yeah.
Assuming that we get smiles again. I think masks
Our
are
smiles
forever.
are covered. Everyone's nice smiles are covered now.
I've learned how to smile with my eyes. And I've noticed that it works because I get eye smiles back. It's not bad. Got to do a little brow dance. Like tippers, I guess, with the tippers.
Thank you.
Yes. We got 25% of the way through the goal.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Now,
It's pretty good.
33%.
We're probably going to wrap it up
pretty
soon. Like 5 more minutes. Yeah. We could play the wholesome.
Oh, yeah, this cat's crazy, man. QAnon cat over here. QAnon cat over here with these Trump dreams. Somebody needs to bring in a real lib Antifa dog. Yeah. Mask wearing, got his mask around his neck. That's the good guy here. Not that anti-masker cat. Look at this. Look at this sweet pup wearing his mask. That's a good boy. Sorry, MAGA cat. Nobody respects you. Dogs versus cats. Dogs versus cats. I just want to rub his ears.
Yeah.
A little scruff. A little scruff
You can see the eyeballs rolling around in his head. When dogs dream, it's so funny. Look at this position here.
Yeah. That only comes natural in cats and hoes.
I just downloaded this off of some random YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, this is wholesome. Cats and dogs sleeping.
Mickey says, I think everyone deserves love and a partner. The problem with that is the partner has to consent, Mickey. And we could live in a society where everybody can have love and a partner if we just work together to make people comfortable and happy. But no, we make people uncomfortable so they have to buy solutions to their problems. That includes their loneliness. There's a business in loneliness. But thanks to capitalism, that business is booming. Oh, I love capitalism. Catpitalism. That capitalism dogma. Capitalist dogma. Puppy doggy kitty. Pretty puppy doggy kitty. Introverts rule the world during the pandemic. It's great. Oh, I have to stay inside? Cheers.
Yeah, that's true. I like to go outside. I just hardly ever do now. It's pretty insane. I kind of feel like I could use some going outside time, you know, like walking around in the fresh air. I could use some of that.
The tall green grass, Benjamin.
Is it? well,
Are you gonna frolic in the tall green grass?
there's not tall grass at this point, right?
Not yet.
No.
Springtime.
Yeah, I can't wait for spring. Like this is like hibernation season up here because it rains all the time. So I don't even want to go out because it's raining all the time. We need sunny days coming up.
Sunny days, gonna chase the clouds away. Ben's gonna cleanse himself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
I am.
Cheers.
Lake Minnetonka.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
We could have somebody write up an AI peasant. We could just take all the comments that we've made over the years, all the comments the chat's made over the years, feed them into an AI computer, and one of the windows will just be an AI peasant that randomly inserts dialogue based off. Just thought, everything's going computerized, robotic anyways.
No.
Might as well have Robo Peasant.
No. Robo Peasant must not be a
I think
thing.
you're on the wrong side of history.
It'll
man.
be the next Skynet.
So, at least it will be about smoking pan every day and stuff. It'll hate manatees. Skynet takes out the
I do not
the
hate
remaining
manatees. Manatees are wonderful.
Except for that stupid MAGA manatee that was floating around.
That person doesn't even exist anymore, as far as I know.
No, I meant the MAGA manatee that someone put Trump on the fucking manatee. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Someone vandalized a frickin' manatee by writing Trump on it.
Yeah.
That's rough. Boobry wants to personally thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
That's my job, Boobry. Ben,
Thank you for thanking me.
I want to personally thank you, Ben.
I want to personally thank both of you for thanking me.
You're welcome.
And we are going to conclude the stream. We will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Yeah. Oh, shit.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.